Ah, there you go. Huh? Anyone? Rage Against the Machine and Gorilla Radio. That gorilla story is a bit of a story, huh?
Yeah.
What's up, Jim Norton?
Hello.
What's up, Doug Benson, who was stuck in security?
Just briefly.
I just checked my Twitter right before the show. Hey, let Doug up. He's stuck at security.
Yeah, I was periscoping the walk-in experience to show people that security can be tough here, and then they were.
Yeah, it's always a fucking problem. I don't know who they're trying to stop from coming into this building. Because if the real shit hits the fan, those people downstairs are the first to leave this fucking building. They're not staying at their posts if real shit is entering this facility, right?
Well, they're unarmed.
They're unarmed and they're whatever. They just like the power position. But when it comes down to it, then they're not going to do shit for us.
Yeah, that gorilla. That was an awesome, terrible story, but kind of an awesome turn of events.
It's an amazing story. It's got the world talking.
Yeah.
So they're going to take the kid away from those terrible parents and have the gorillas raise it?
Well, they're looking into possibly charging them with something.
They can't. It's one of those things that happens. It stinks. It's like it's a fucking 4-year-old.
We've talked about these stories over the years, and I'm a big fan when the animal itself wins. But then when it's a 4-year-old in there, you're like, fuck, you got to kill the gorilla. It's so obvious they had to kill the gorilla. You can't take a chance with a tranquilizer gun like a lot of people on the internet are saying.
Right,
because that's not instant.
The piercing of the tranquilizer thing might make the gorilla angry initially. Yeah. It doesn't knock him out immediately, right?
I don't think so. I don't think it's instant. And
it could fall over on the kid, whatever. It's that. Yeah, they did the right thing, but how about not have that gorilla in a zoo in the first place?
Look, yeah, the zoo argument makes sense. But the kid, because he
yeah.
Let him live his life where he's born. And
I actually have changed my tune on zoos as well, because we're just shitty. Humans are just shitty. So if you continue to let these gorillas live in the wild, they're going to be gone. So at least they're being protected in zoos.
Yeah, that's a theory.
The lesser of two evils, obviously, because you want them to live in the wild, but we're not. I don't think we're taking care of the wild in that way, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I think the parents got to watch their kids a little closer. I'm not the perfect parent, but there's no fucking way my kid is going to end up in with gorillas at a zoo. I'll tell you that much. Well, that I can guarantee you.
The kid fell in, and I think the big dumb gorilla was trying to protect him.
Yeah.
But the way they drag each other around in nature,
right?
It's like it's not a baby gorilla, stupid.
Right.
They don't get that, so you have to shoot the gorilla because even though it's trying to help the kid, he's a fucking 400-pound gorilla. He dragged the kid by the feet. I wanted to tell that monkey, look, you're not making a good impression on fucking bystanders.
Oh no, Kenny's already in without a mustache, by the way.
Oh wow,
good job, Kenny.
Thank you.
Good job.
GH, may I comment?
Oh God, I don't know. Go ahead.
It was beauty that killed the beast.
You came in for that. He goes, yeah, as he leaves.
I've been waiting all weekend for
all weekend to say that. I liked how the gorilla was trying to figure out how to hold the kid at first, and then was looking at the back of his pants, like maybe I could lift him up from here.
No, he probably was like, what does he smell? Shit. The kid probably shit his pants.
Wanted to throw the shit at the parents. But I don't know. Obviously, the zoo's got to figure out how to make sure no one falls into the gorilla pit.
Yeah, they got to shoot it, though. I mean, it's terrible. It's very sad. But what are they going to do? It's a fucking kid.
I think if it's an adult, you don't shoot.
No, not at all.
I think I really believe that. But a kid, there's innocence there.
A railing you can just crawl under. Anyone who's small can crawl under that thing.
But it could have been Peter Dinklage.
We could have lost Peter.
Brad Williams fell in a gorilla pit.
Yeah, but there were a few stages there. If you read a bit on this, a few stages that the kid had to go through.
Yeah, the kid went through some stuff, but still, that it's even possible.
Yeah, but man, this is where everyone gets pissed off. But I don't think the parents were watching the kid too closely. When you're out and about in public, you're watching your kid even more.
That's what one would think.
So, But
maybe they
gorilla probably thought someone gave him a gift.
Maybe the family had just seen Jungle Book and they thought the kid could go live with the animals.
It's a gift from heaven.
Why does this gorilla sound like Christopher Walken?
But at any moment that gorilla could have pulled the kid right apart like pulled pork. No problem.
It's an intense video for sure.
Who was on the TV talking about this? Was it Jack Hanna? I think I was watching Jack Hanna, and he said this particular gorilla has crushed coconuts with just one hand. That's how strong these fuckers are.
Yeah, look at the way you just whisk the kid around.
And that's the way you grab a gorilla around when you're a gorilla.
Right.
They don't walk a little baby gorillas around. They just grab them by the asshole and fucking drag them.
And they go, "You're coming with me."
But that's because you're not going to break a little baby gorilla's back doing that.
And right.
You're a lovely gorilla, but he doesn't know any better. He doesn't realize that he's dealing with a stupid human.
He's holding its hand. He's definitely trying to protect the thing, but he doesn't know what the fuck to do. He feels like it's now his responsibility. The little kid is now looking up into those gorilla eyes, and now he's trying to hold him by the back of his pants carefully.
And then people yell, so the gorilla drags him out of the way.
Right? Is that why?
Yeah, that's because people yelling, like, the mother was like, "I love you," trying to keep the kid calm.
Yeah.
And the gorilla is just dragging him away from the yelling people because he might have thought that the kid was in danger.
Anyone that has a kid, how horrifying to see your kid just being, whisked away by a gorilla around a fucking corner.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
That's the last thing you expect. You always worry about pedophiles and perverts and trucks hitting them.
Right.
You never think my kid's going to be snatched by a gorilla. Oh, now you can see the gorilla I didn't see this part.
Yeah.
This is the
clear
longer footage.
This is the longer version of the video. The gorilla is definitely not harming the kid, but you just can't take that fucking chance, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this much. There's not a parent, well, I guess there is a parent alive, so we know which one, that isn't jumping in there if your kid falls in.
Well, yeah, but maybe it's set up in a way that adults can't get through.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it, Doug, with your stupid logic. Yeah. I don't know. You're trying to find a way in there. I'm telling you right the fuck now. It would suck. Most parents understand you would throw yourself in front of a moving vehicle or whatever for your kid, but in your head you're like, this.
Wouldn't it suck if you did that and didn't have to? Like if you were going to jump, I threw myself in front of a car, but the kid was just standing there. Like, what are you doing?
Or what if one of the parents was shooting this footage? Like, well, I at least got to get this on tape.
World Star Hip Hop.
No, it was the gorilla. It was actually a gorilla that shot this.
I'm jumping in, and I don't even need to go to the phones. Most parents, they're thinking, fuck, but you're jumping the fuck in after your kid. Yeah, it might not, work out well for you, but that's your first instinct.
But do you do that if it's a gorilla? I thought of that too. Like, if it's a tiger or lion, yeah. But a gorilla, it's like the kid has a shot, and if you jump in, you're both going to get killed.
Well,
what would you do, Travis?
I guess
curious.
Travis is the expert here.
Another parent.
I'd probably try to find help.
Yeah.
You wouldn't jump in.
You see my size? You see a gorilla size? I don't know.
I'm not
called
saying
911.
Yeah.
I'm in the zoo.
Logically, you're probably sitting there. Maybe the kid has a better chance if I don't jump in, but the logic is thrown out the window, and you're just like, holy fuck, my kid's in there, and you're fucking jumping in. And maybe that is the worst thing you could do in that situation. But I don't know how you just sit there and hope for the best. I just don't know how.
Yeah, that's Silverback, man. That they said he wasn't beating his chest, but man, if you parent jump, because you can't say to a gorilla, "No, you don't get it." That's
yeah. Give him back. Thank you.
All the people walking by that enclosure all the time, and finally they get one. That's one that's theirs.
Yeah,
right.
That's it's got to be weird.
I hate when they fucking kill these animals because stupid humans get involved. Usually it's some dumb lady up against the cage and they pull the jacket. You know what I mean? You've seen those videos? And they end up killing every animal that interacts with humans in a bad way, even though the animal is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. But in this case, I'm like, fuck, man, I think they had to kill the goddamn gorilla. You can't take that chance.
And the parents aren't terrible. Like kids, it's all right, a little bit, but it happens once in a while. When you have a zoo, if there's a way 4-year-olds can fall through it, the zoo should fix whatever that part is.
Right.
Because there's a lot of times there's class trips.
Right.
What about a fucking class trip? It's like, the parents should have done something, but it's...
Well, they got kids going through the zoo all the fucking time. This is the first time we've ever talked about the Cincinnati Zoo. But obviously, even one kid falling in is one too many. So they're going to have to, figure all that out. A lot of people saying the parents are shit. A lot of people.
It's easy to say that, but it's like the zoo should have had a way that you can't fall through. Because the parents had different kids with them. It's like they
How
had
many
a bunch
kids
of.
did they have with them?
They're watching different kids. I think they had brought some children with them.
I think she works at a daycare or something like that, some kind of child care facility.
Everyone wants to blame someone. That's the problem. They know they can't blame what people would love to do is blame the zoo.
Right.
But they know in this case they can't. Even animal activists know that you can't fucking blast the zookeepers for killing him. Right. Even people who hate the zookeepers know that they had to shoot it because the kid was a 4-year-old. So you can't blame them. They can't blame the gorilla, so they got to blame the parents. People just want to, instead of just going, this stinks and it happens, it's one of those weird things that everything went as bad as it could go.
It's a fascinating story, to say the least. And to all the people, I was on Facebook checking out people's comments on this, and they're like, they didn't have to kill the gorilla, they should have used a tranquilizer dart. And I think I tweeted and certainly have said it to people that were around me the last few days. If your kid's in there, the first thing you're yelling is kill the fucking gorilla. If it's your kid, you're not sitting there going, no, don't hurt the gorilla. Get a tranquilizer, get a net. Let's try to figure this out. Your first thought is kill the fucking gorilla so my kid is safe.
And if they don't shoot it and they try talking the gorilla back, and all of a sudden the gorilla just takes the kid and throws him behind him.
Right.
By accident and breaks the kid's neck. Then the zoo is pieces of shit for not killing the girl. You can't win.
Of course. There was a no-win situation.
But at least they got ashtrays. At least that. They got 4 ashtrays. Look, lemons to lemonade. Wow. 4 hands. What are you going to do? Fucking waste them? Wow. It happened. You might as well get the best use out of it.
Look, I think we got to go back to leashes on kids. That worked for a while, but then a lot of people thought that was really bad to do to
I think that kid would be dangling on the side of the wall from a leash.
By the neck. I know. Fucking gorilla pinata. Beating him, hoping bananas fall out.
I say you bring back the leashes for the unruly kids that like to explore a little too much, have a little too much energy. That was a thing for a while, and then there was an outrage, like, you can't put your kid on a leash.
I still see it sometimes.
I rarely see the leash.
I love it, especially for ugly kids. Just so perfect. Little dog, 2-legged dog.
Sniffing the ground.
People are going after the kid's dad who wasn't even there. I didn't know that. Here's a little info that we didn't know.
How's he?
No. The dad wasn't at the gorilla cage with the kid. Oh, my God. He should be killed. Please, story. Call her.
Michael in Chicago. We're taking your calls now. What's up, Michael?
It's Marco.
Marco?
Oh.
Let's get your name right.
I used to yell you in the pool. Hi.
Hey.
Boo.
Now, they got nobody else to blame, so now they're going after the kid's dad. And the dad wasn't even there.
Well, they didn't.
So what did he do wrong?
Well, they had that one picture of the parents in the car that's making the round, so I just assume they took that picture on the way home from the Cincinnati Zoo, all happy and shit.
But what does CNN do? They look up his dad, and they see that he's got a little record, and now, they're trying to make the parents look like they're bad parents and stuff like that. The dad, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he has a record, right? He has a few things.
That's good. But
that has nothing to fucking do with this.
Right, unless he threw kids into animal cages.
Right, that was his thing.
Yeah, unless he used to have a kid who he brought here to see the polar bears years ago. It's fucking...
what do you think, Michael? And I said Michael again because I'm sorry, Marco. Marco, what do you think?
No, dude, I just think, they're trying to find an easy way, just to get at these parents and stuff. No, I get it, They should have been watching, that the lady should have been watching their son better. But why go after the dad? What did he have to do with anything?
Yeah, I didn't even know the dad wasn't there until I took your phone call, and I'm going to assume you're right.
No, it was all over CNN, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? You can't be going after the dad.
Right.
The zoo has got to have a way that 4-year-olds can't do that because you got to supervise them, but there's always people that have more than one kid or a kid runs away. It happens in a fucking zoo. Mm-hmm. It's a fucking zoo.
Yeah.
You got to have a way kids can't fall into the gorilla cage. How about that?
That's where the zoo is absolutely at fault because one got through.
There was some way to get in.
One got through even though that zoo's been open for a long time, and they even have sleepovers at this zoo. So, they
about the animals,
they thought this was a safe environment for kids and the like. But obviously, if one got through, that's bad. Real bad.
Critics cry racism as father of boy who fell into gorilla enclosure's criminal detail. No, it's not racism. It's literally just people's desire to blame something. People can't just swallow the fact that this is one of those things where everything met at the wrong point and it just sucks.
Yeah.
And you can't find one person to blame.
Right.
It sucks that the kid got away, but it also sucks that the zoo had a system where he could fall in. And it sucks that the gorilla, there was 2 other gorillas in there that left when the trainers called them.
Right.
This gorilla didn't. This silverback didn't.
Well, because he felt responsibility there.
Sure.
At that point, he's like, well, what the fuck do I do with this?
It blame
sucks
something.
that they had to kill the gorilla.
I know. Too bad they couldn't just beat it to death with a tire iron.
The gorilla was
Make
just
a much better video. Is the gorilla getting shot on
No,
video?
unfortunately. They should have tortured him a little.
I'm sure they quickly cleared the area. Well, I don't know, though. I mean, they had to do this immediately. They couldn't take any chances. I hate that they had to kill the gorilla, but I really believe it was the right choice.
Wait, what do you got? Now some critics are crying foul over an article from the Daily Mail that's got his father's, who's black. Oh, my God, stop it. Run-ins with the law. Who gives a shit? The piece details the father's offenses, including burglary, firearm offenses, drug trafficking. They're not trying to be racist. They're just trying to show that he has a negative history.
But it's also a story. It's a people story. Like, who is this kid's parents? They Google him. They find out all this stuff. They tell the story.
Because believe me, if the father was the CEO of a company that was known to have been the, involved in a pyramid scheme that fucked people out of their money, believe me, the press would be going after that too.
Right.
So they're just taking anything they can to make it interesting.
Whatever the story is. Yeah.
Let's, the phones are lit. Let's go right down the line.
Miguel, you're on the...
John in New York, what's up? I got it.
Great, babe. Go.
Good morning, John.
Glad you guys are back at the studio. You guys had a real nice long break there.
It was wonderful to be away for a few days. My God.
I bet. First off, human life always takes over gorilla life for any animal. But this kid's life is going to be pure hell because they're going to remind him every step of the way that if he does anything stupid, that he was saved from a gorilla. And if he does like robbery like his dad did or drugs or whatever, they're going to say, you know what?
Are you kidding me? Within 2 days, we're going to all forget about this dumb story and it'll be something else.
Exactly. Cecil Lyon's dentist is back to whitening teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They fucking protested that guy. They were in front of his office for what? 48 hours?
Yeah.
Jimmy is right. That guy is cleaning fucking teeth and putting in crowns as we speak.
So, sir, you think that the rest of his life... You think, go ahead, make your point, sir. This is, by the way, the spokesman from worstpoints.com.
Yeah,
go ahead, sir.
We're all outraged. We're all outraged these days for about, well, this is a little longer, but in general, 48 hours.
The kid will get teased in school when the other kids when they know about it.
Yeah.
He's not even in school yet, probably, though.
I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the hometown or wherever he lives. We won't remember, like, tomorrow. But I'm saying this kid, when he's growing up, whatever school he's at, whatever neighborhood, they're all going to know who he is.
It'll come up from time to time.
But Cincinnati's a big place, and eventually they'll go to college somewhere, and you'll have a clean record.
And then 10 years from now, they'll do the story. 10 years later, whatever happened to that kid? We're going to tell you next.
Right.
That
It's
type
just
of
We always remember the first whore.
All right.
We always remember our first whore.
Yeah, you're not kidding, buddy.
Thank you, John. Let's go to Kim in Atlanta.
Kim. Boy, John, way to bring it home.
Read his bumper sticker to us at the end.
What's up, Kim?
Hey.
Hi, Kim.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We are really good, Kim.
Sexy, this guy.
I was calling to let y'all know that those tranquilizer guns, it can take 10 to 15 minutes for it to kick in, so it causes more of a danger to the child if they use a tranquilizer gun.
Right, we agree that they probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I didn't even know that, but I would assume even if it takes 10 seconds, that's a long fucking 10 seconds. Yeah. It takes one movement by the gorilla, and that kid is in half.
Would have been faster to teach it sign language like Coco and then tell it to come out.
Right. 10 or 15 minutes? No, that you can't take that chance.
No.
But I want to keep saying over and over again, I fucking hate they had to kill the gorilla. But I feel like
I had mixed feelings.
It was the only choice in this situation.
Kept his cage messy. Wasn't the best gorilla. Very overrated.
You sure it takes 10 or 15 minutes?
Yep.
Did you see footage? Because the way gorillas react and how unpredictable. Did you see the footage of the guy who brought the baby gorilla into nature?
No.
It was an orphaned baby gorilla, and this guy who had been around them a lot would bring people in to watch them and was really unafraid of these mountain gorillas. And he has a fucking baby gorilla, and he had been around this gorilla for me. Brings baby gorilla back into nature, but you can see how.
I gotta see.
Yeah, it's like a minute clip or something, but it's a pretty
hit videos on the. All right.
Oh,
back into
where is Iraq? What do you? Hold on, it's there. The gorilla attacks man.
Anderson Cooper?
No, it's not him.
I know.
Gorilla attacks man.
That is him though. With another gorilla.
This is it's over a minute, but
Adrian took us into the forest, confronted us with the gorillas, and we got charged and charged and charged again.
Get the fuck
But the guy doesn't move though. He
just stands there.
He doesn't flinch.
Would have dropped the camera, would have run or turned around. Adrian would have said, well, this is obviously not the right man to...
He's an idiot to communicate with the gorillas. But he brings a baby gorilla there.
Adrian the Schreiber had this orphaned baby gorilla, and one day he decided to introduce it into the forest, to let it know the sights and the sounds. And suddenly, we sensed the gorillas were right close. And Adrian stood there with the baby gorilla on his arm.
We're just watching gorilla videos.
It's okay. The gorilla's trying to figure out the situation.
Guy's holding the baby gorilla.
Yes.
It was really, there was a strange feeling. It was all quiet. And suddenly we saw the leaves move, and there was Hannibal first, who looked at us. And I sensed there was something going to happen, which really we shall never forget. Hannibal suddenly called, and Casimir answered from the background, and Adrian was very, very nervous. And we all realized this is a situation which really can end up in something.
I would shit my pants at that moment.
Casimir came and he screamed and just charged Adrian, and Adrian literally had no other chance than to drop the baby gorilla, because if he would have kept it, we all convinced that Casimir would have killed him, although he knew him very well. From
See, what happened was the guy's holding this baby gorilla to just show it nature, and these gorillas who he had been around, you can't really hear from that video, this fucking thing who he had been around and knew him.
Right.
When it came to it, just charged, and he throws the baby gorilla, and then the thing kind of pounces on it and grabs it, and you could see pulls it back with them, and I guess just kept it. But that's how they're used to dealing with fucking... The gorilla didn't walk over there and gingerly take the kid.
No, he's like, that. I'm taking that from you right away. There's a few things happening in this video. When that gorilla charges and starts screaming and yelling, there's not... That guy didn't even flinch.
No.
Everyone else would have ran or shit their fucking pants.
Yeah, that guy's a real nut.
And then, well, I now want to talk about the guy. I get the feeling that he might get off looking at gorilla pee-pees.
Think he likes gorilla dick?
I think something's going on there. Just how he was like caressing that one gorilla, looking at the other gorillas, and then the voice doesn't help this situation.
Well, the camera guy didn't flinch either.
No.
Good quality, Rock. The camera guy didn't budge.
Maybe the camera had that on a tripod, and he was in a tree somewhere.
But that's fucking scary, man. And he doesn't flinch when the gorilla's charged, but this time he did. And he drops the baby. He knew that there was a problem. This was a weird moment.
And he knew this particular gorilla its whole life?
Yeah, and the gorilla knew him. And they'd been around each other.
And anyone that understands wild animals like they do at the Cincinnati Zoo, they know that.
It's an animal. It's not a person.
Even though you think you know the gorilla and its behavior, at any second that thing could turn on you and fucking rip your limbs right off your body. Right?
Yeah, and then it grabbed the kid and backed up and takes the kid into the brush with it.
How much sugar does that gorilla eat, man? It needs some work on the teeth. The teeth are rough.
They have fucking such a grit. Did you see the little girl, the video, little girl in a zoo beating her chest? You can see it in the reflection. Yeah. And then the gorilla charges the window.
Oh, man. Jimmy was watching gorilla videos.
This one I had already seen. I'm a big supporter of the gorilla community, as people know. My nickname in high school was the Gorilla Kid. There's a long story behind it. But it's like the little girl was just beating her chest in the way you saw that, Travis?
I've seen that.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah. That gorilla was none too pleased with her fucking childish mimicking.
With the gorilla.
Yeah.
There's no sound to it.
I guess we'll just...
She beats her chest in the reflection. You can see it, and the gorilla charges the fucking...
Oh, yeah, there she is.
She's trying to be cute.
Right.
And the gorilla's looking away, and then he just comes in fucking... charges the window and breaks it.
Yeah.
But he looked the other way.
Runs.
He looked the other way. He's like, oh, don't worry, little bitch, I'm not coming. And then he fucking comes and he hits the window.
That's a hell of a move.
I want to pet one.
All right, let's say hi to Ethan in good old Cincinnati.
What do you eat then? You hungry?
What's up, Ethan?
Hey,
Look at that lady's face. Oh, my God, who is she?
That's a good Christmas card right there.
Tweet that shit out. Go ahead, Ethan.
Hey, yeah, I mean, being from a local area, man, like, the Cincinnati Zoo is so nice, and they've never had a breach since, like, 1978. So I guess the CPD, they're investigating the family and the incident that happened, so there could be a charge against her.
What's the charge, though? I mean...
Throwing your unruly child into a gorilla cage.
Wow.
Maybe the kid was misbehaving and they just threw him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's why just investigation, possible child endangerment. I don't know.
There's so much outrage that everyone feels like they gotta like try to do
Blame
something
someone.
to calm everybody down. I mean, what charge could you bring up against the parents?
Exactly.
In this case?
Just fucking move on. It stinks that it happened. Maybe there's a discussion to be had about the validity of zoos, or build something so the kids can't crawl. Let it go. It sucks.
Right.
It happened.
Yeah.
Fucking stop it.
I was listening. They were talking about gorillas and just how their muscles work. Now, us humans, we evolved to have more motor neurons than gorillas, so we can perform more delicate tasks.
Yeah.
And they have less, so they utilize 10 times more muscle than we do because they have no need to sew a needle. So when it comes, they're pretty much all or nothing. And I mean, you saw when they whipped that kid around, to get him away from the wall. Like, that pretty much common.
That was the gorilla trying to be careful.
Yeah, a gorilla being careful probably would have broke the kid's back, just dragging him. He's probably, what is this frail hunk of shit I'm holding?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, thank you, buddy. Let's go to Leslie in New Jersey. Leslie.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Here's my point.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Opie, I didn't mean to talk over you.
Go ahead, Leslie.
Fuck, I do it all the
Benson.
time. Go ahead, Leslie.
I'm sorry. Doug Benson could have prevented this.
Oh, yeah? How?
Here's how, Doug. You should have been at the zoo earlier, getting high with the gorilla.
Uh-huh.
And if the gorilla was high, he would have been really relaxed. And nothing would have happened. He would have just, hung out with the kid. And,
If there was a way to make a fist come through a phone, like you ever see those old things with the boxing gloves punches?
Right.
It's funny how far out of their way.
Cartoon.
People go way out of their way to
Get a pot reference.
make a weed joke when I'm in the mix.
They just want to bond with you,
Yeah, if
Doug
you were
Benson.
high, this would have happened.
Oh, gorillas
if I was
in the
high,
mist.
everything would have happened the same.
Gorillas in the mist. Maybe the mist was pot smoke. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
We're just riffing. Doing a little riffing. All right, let me go to Philly. Thank you, Leslie. Jesus. Jim in Philly, go ahead.
Hey, I just wanted to mention, no one's saying anything about the shooter being the hero.
Well,
saving that kid's life, I mean, that's kind of...
Well, yeah, he did what he had to do, I guess. I don't know if hero's the right word for it.
You remember the NRA started as a pro-gun call?
I'm sure.
Yeah, but think about it, just seeing that, I'm a father myself. How would you react to that? And then imagine being the guy with the gun having to pull the trigger in the split second.
Maybe,
and also making sure you don't fucking shoot where the gorilla falls on the kid. He's 400 pounds.
Oh, Jesus, right.
Wouldn't you feel like a goose then? 2 for 2.
Maybe I'm wrong with my earlier thought, but I got it. Are you a parent, Jim?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Are you? Would you jump in?
I'm thinking I would, but the shock, it's easy to say you would, not being in the situation.
Yeah.
But I think of how shocking that would be.
I don't know how you stay there and just hope for the best, though. I know your logic. You're thinking, what's the best thing to do here? But I think all that gets thrown out the window, and you're going over the top to try to figure shit out.
Well, you might think, look, he's already in there. I mean, there's no reason Roosevelt to get ripped apart by girls. I think this story...
You get a few hours sleep every day. It's not the worst thing.
I could use that room and keep it clean if I wanted to. He doesn't clean his room very often.
Wouldn't have to balance my checkbook as much.
I think the tale will be told in 15 years. We don't know yet whether or not this was a good shooting. Let's see what this kid turns out to be. Because you know the news will do us, like you said, in 15 years, Gorilla Boy.
Yeah,
if he's
going to be doing a racist chant on a bus, or he's going to be successful, proud American.
The cure for erectile dysfunction was found by a boy who fell into a gorilla cage. Wow, thank God they killed that dumb monkey.
And he did it at 15.
At 15. Yes.
He's a new Doogie Howser.
Where do you think they shot the gorilla? They went right for the headshot?
Right in the headshot. I hope.
Man.
Yeah, I think you shoot it anywhere else. This is going to make it mad and start swinging wildly.
Messing? What if you miss?
Well, yeah, there's always a chance. It's hard to shoot a big gorilla.
Animal and a professional guy with a gun, I guess.
Yeah, with a rifle. It's fucking 10 feet away from you.
Right. You think there'll be other video that pops out?
I doubt it.
I don't know if they were able to clear the whole area away, if they had to get right on this.
Yeah, it seems like, they might
Well, that video would have been out by now.
The gorilla should have picked the kid up the way Kong did, because that way they wouldn't have shot. Remember when Naomi was like, pick me up?
Yes,
if he was holding him up like that, wouldn't be.
Imagine the gorilla hid behind the kid. That would have been great.
The gorilla should have climbed up on something really high.
Wow, this happened in the 80s, and they did not shoot the gorilla. Bob, it looks like, in Indiana. Go ahead.
Hi, guys. What's up?
Hi, Bob.
I think it was back in the late 80s. There's a video. It's kind of grainy. It's not the best, but the exact same thing happened. A kid fell in a gorilla enclosure. The gorilla actually picked it up and was protecting it from the other gorillas. And then I believe the backstory on it is the gorilla carried it over to like one of those big fake boulders they have, in their enclosure, and it had like a door on it, and the gorillas must know that the zookeepers, go in and out of that door, and the gorilla supposedly placed the kid by that door, and the zookeepers were able to open the door, grab the kid, and I don't think they ever killed that gorilla.
Now here's a video of the urban gorilla. A kid fell into the gorilla pit, and he's unconscious, and he's just laying there in the fetal position. And the gorilla, and it's a silverback and a little gorilla, and they're coming over, and the gorilla's kind of looking at the thing, and he's reaching. The gorilla really has a medical bag with him, which is odd for gorillas to understand that.
What year is this from?
I don't know. This is like.
No, the video he means, buddy. We're looking at a video, so he hopes to ask him at the video.
That one's like a year or two old. The one that the caller is talking about, his name is Jumbo the Gentle Giant.
Right.
He's an 86.
That was my nickname, too.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Jumbo.
Jumbo the Juice. I opened a place. Get it?
Jumbo.
Fucking bomb.
Jumbo the Gentle Giant. Jersey Zoo boy falls in.
They have footage of that even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's see this one. Oh, my God.
As Levan leans over to see Jambo and his family, his father turns away for only a moment. A moment that quickly turns to terrible danger.
What happened?
Turned round. He was lying down the bottom in the concrete. Well, actually, I thought he was dead because he wasn't moving and there was blood all over.
The kid's in the bottom.
It's a long video.
Oh, the poor girl. Look at the gorilla's big white hiney. How embarrassing. If they only knew how stupid they look from the back. They're all tough and hairy-chested and big, dumb, fuckable assholes. If there was a jail for gorillas, they would all be fucked. That's a good point to make at age 47.
That's a big fucking target, though.
It really is.
Get banged in the ass more.
That really is a nice big rump. Yeah. Imagine if you're the kid, you just go into the zoo, and the next thing you do, you wake up and you smell shit. You're like, wait a minute. My face is in gorilla shit.
Right.
How'd this happen?
Last I remember, I was eating cotton candy. Why am I in here?
Yeah. Why is there a thing picking me up with its feet?
I don't know. I mean...
Oh, his head's bleeding.
His head's bleeding. This is
he's pretty fucked up from the fall.
Yeah. And what are the gorillas doing? There's got to be one dick gorilla.
They just distract the gorillas, and then the guy goes in and gets the kid.
Oh, they distracted him.
Yeah.
This isn't the story everybody said it was, where the gorilla picked him up and rescued him. The gorilla just smelled his head and left.
Right. Said, I ain't dealing with this.
The one I was talking about is an indoor... It's an indoor one.
Oh, why didn't you say that right away? This one's outdoors.
What do we know, sir?
Yeah, we're just trying to figure it out on the fly here.
Dangerous monkey.
All right, we might have it now. Dangerous monkey catch catch a child at zoo.
Yeah, are all these parents investigated, by the way they're investigated? Maybe they are, but it's you don't investigate the fucking parents because a kid falls in. It's stupid.
How the fuck does this kid get in? The hell's going on?
I don't know, but there's a gorilla down there picking him up.
Right.
And someone's filming the fucking trees. Who is this?
God, why is the camera person panicking?
It's probably their
All right,
kid.
there you go.
Собственным детенышем на спине она осторожно баюкает ребенка.
He says there's kids in the gorilla cage and shouldn't be. And he said right now there's rocks and the kid has shoes on.
Well, that kid's all passed out.
Right
too.
now, that's a gorilla just kind of holding a kid.
Yes.
It almost looks like he's going to kiss him, like the fucking sailor and the nurse.
Yeah,
it's a very romantic pose.
Yeah, the kid's all draped over.
All right,
and,
so maybe they shouldn't have killed the gorilla.
Yeah, there's a history of this. But again, the
I don't
gorilla.
fucking know, man. When that kid was, when the gorilla was moving that kid around pretty swiftly. You think they should have killed the gorilla, right, Doug Benson?
I don't. Yeah, I guess so.
I've interacted with chimps. I'm delighted by chimps.
Yeah, I'm sad that they have to ever shoot one, but like that one caller said, people before animals, right?
People before
we matter
animals.
more because we can talk.
Top of the food chain.
Opposable thumbs, whatnot.
Yeah, I heard that a lot the last few days. Top of the food chain.
And they say don't fucking make eye contact. Because in our thing, eye contact is a healthy thing. It's a confident thing.
Yeah.
But you fucking look a silverback in the eyes and your fucking goose is cooked.
I think in your head you go, oh, nerds.
But isn't it amazing?
I just looked at the gorilla's eyes.
Why did I do that?
Fuck.
Isn't it amazing?
Leave my shades on.
What apes we are, though. Like, you ever on the train, there's a giant guy who's like kind of crazy. Like, everyone avoids eye contact. It's a really weird animal nature thing.
Yeah.
Don't look in the. Yeah, it is. It means you're challenging them if you stare at them.
Can't you take that back and just be like, nope.
I didn't mean that. Nope. Down with my shoes.
Nope, that was a mistake. Nope. All right.
I looked a gorilla in the eye one time. Got ugly.
Yeah? What happened?
Fucking charged at me and I stood my ground.
Good for you.
Just stood there eating a leaf?
I was eating a leaf. That's right. He made a bunch of gorilla noises. Boy, gorillas make horrible fucking noises when they're mad. Oof. Oof.
Yeah, they...
Imagine being married to a gorilla.
Quite a temper on them.
And you piss her off and she comes running out of the bedroom like that?
Makes that noise.
Oh, God.
Oh, great. She's being cunty. Great.
Oh, here we go again.
Here we go again.
Oh, fuck. Snowy in Michigan. Snowy.
Hey, guys. Welcome back.
Thank you, Snowy.
First off, I don't have a problem with them killing the gorilla because they kind of had to. Every time I've ever seen like a wildlife film when the animal gets tranked, he freaks out for a couple seconds. That gorilla freaks out with that dead kid. It's it. He pulls him apart like a piece of bread. So you couldn't really trank him.
Like a piece of bread. Of all the things that you could have said pull apart. That was such a weird. Pulls them apart like an old wig.
I would have went with pulled pork. That's the go-to.
Yeah. Taffy.
Yeah,
Taffy's a good one.
Harder to pull apart than bread.
Your pud.
Pulls them apart like a divorce does a family. If he gets really.
Jesus. Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, guys. I heard a couple stories that the kid supposedly told the mother that he was going to go in there before it happened.
Well, kids say stupid things.
Who listens to them?
And then you're thinking, there's no way that's possible. But then your kid's missing for a while because he's crawling under fucking shrubs and stuff. You might want to take a peek to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
That's true, but if the kid says so, maybe pay a little extra attention to him if he does something that stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of gorillas.
Our silverback has arrived. What's up, Rich?
Hey.
What's going on?
We're in the middle of talking about the gorilla.
Oh, boy.
It's a big story. What's up, Bonnie?
Hello.
Hi, Doug.
Hi.
Doug, I bet you if you got that gorilla high, it would have been so much easier, huh?
Oh, somebody listens to the show on their way in.
We didn't hear it at all. Are you kidding me? Is that what you were talking about?
No, caller said that, and we made fun of him. We made fun of him.
We made fun
such
of him.
a hard time that that's
for saying
why you would make that joke, I thought.
Right?
No.
We thought you were referencing what?
No, we listen to Stern. We don't listen to you.
We beat the shit out of
Where's those wonderful Stengel brothers?
What? You haven't been in a while, huh?
No.
They just shot one of them in Cincinnati.
Nice.
Anything else, Snowy?
I think the zoo has some.
Oh God! Why did I ask this? If you have anything else?
No, hold on. What's your statement on the zoo and culpability? Go ahead, you got the floor.
Culpability, yuck. Huh?
Take my call, guys. I was punching.
No, you gotta finish now.
All right.
Finish.
Well, people are either blaming the parents or the zoo. I think the zoo has some blame in it because the kid was able to get in there.
Right.
But I kind of think, though, the parent, but you got, you're in the situation, I think you got to keep an eye on your kids, dude. I mean...
I don't know. I've been to the hotel pool a lot in my travels, and there's always a kid going, "Look at me, mommy! Look at me, mommy! Look at me, mommy!" And they say it a million times while the mom doesn't look, and then the kid could just fall on his head and die.
Well,
that's
they don't put water in the pools that you go to.
Yeah, I'm always sitting by a shitty empty pool, and then the kid falls into it and dies, and I laugh, and the mom goes back to her National Enquirer or whatever she's reading.
Your kids are not going to end up in with the gorillas, right? There's no fucking way. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the perfect parent, but I know this much. My kid's not going to end up in with the gorillas. I know that.
No, of course not. But I made one mistake once with my daughter. I was at the down the shore, and
only one,
and I was reading a book, which is crazy enough.
I just went through a list in my head.
Already, it's a lie.
So
this one's the example.
But this is a true story. There was a girl wearing the exact bathing suit as my kid, dark hair, and I'm looking at her from the back going into the water, and I'm watching her, and my other daughter, Ellen, just when they were young, and all of a sudden she turns around, it's not my kid. I'm like, where the fuck? And I'm running up and down the beach. Terrified. I go, my kid's drowned. How am I going to tell my wife? And I have to cancel my weekend. I was having a heart attack. Then all of a sudden she came running down from the bathroom. She went to the bathroom by herself.
And you didn't see her go, yeah?
No, and I fucking lost it.
Sure.
And so for the blink of an eye, I thought the other girl was my girl.
Right.
So...
I blew a guy once with the same theory.
He had a hat on like Rich, and you're like,
I was like, I thought I'm sorry, you were old and wearing a hat.
They say the zoo has already reinforced the.
Well, yeah, they want
the situation
because now that's the place to be.
So
yeah, exactly. Everyone wants to check out where this all went down.
Let's go watch the other gorillas mourn.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that the parents should have had to eat the gorilla
meat.
Oh, so it's not wasted.
Yeah,
yes.
Don't waste that meat.
Bonnie, they're not all home runs.
Hey, give it a minute. I was actually, had a pretty good theory going.
Yeah, you guys are just settling in.
Why don't you tell your beach story again, Rich?
What's that voice? Who said that?
I don't know.
Why did you do a voice there? It's just you.
He doesn't always know that. Thank you, God.
I didn't mind the beach story. I don't know.
It backed the point that the parents,
would
you
you
jump
away
in for a second?
Yeah, would you jump in
as parents?
What's that?
I might be wrong with my point, but I'm thinking I'm jumping in.
You would jump in.
In your mind, you're thinking this sucks. This is going to be fucking bad for everybody. But I don't think you could stand there and hope for the best when this gorilla is dragging your kid off.
You got to think of the rest of the family. Of course,
there's got to be survivors.
Of course, you jump in.
I think you have
there's
to jump
none of the
in.
parents in any of these videos have jumped in. We've seen 10 different kids in gorilla cages.
True.
0 parents.
That's true too, Jimmy.
Every parent goes, "Oh my God, I love him. Get help! Someone get help! I'm going to watch."
I think logic gets thrown out, and you're just like you're just going over the top and hoping for the best and thinking maybe I can figure something
because
out.
a gorilla, is kind of human, and a gorilla is like, all right, let's see what happens. It's not like a fucking tiger that's just going to eat the thing.
Oh,
it's different. If it was a tiger or a lion, it's going to eat your kid. That's totally different. But a gorilla, you're like, all right, well, maybe it will kind of...
I don't know if you saw The Jungle Book.
I did not.
But it's a wonderful story.
Or jump in and get the gorilla to go to where you are, away from your kids.
But, yeah. I mean,
if you really are...
As a parent,
want to save the kid and put your life in front of the kids.
I would throw in someone else's kid and hope my odds are going to get a little better.
Because trying to get the kid away from the gorilla, that seems like that you just get both of you would be dead.
True. I don't think it would be the smartest thing to jump in, but as a parent, that's in your head, like, fuck me, I got to jump in, I think.
Because you will never be able to live with yourself.
Right.
You know, if you do the things Norton does.
Let's see. Gorilla was actually shot by animal snipers. The gorilla that handed the baby over was trained to do that. That video, that was the video Jimmy talked about that we tweeted.
Animal sniper. What a great job title. What do you do at the zoo? I'm the animal sniper.
Or they went on the PA. Is there an animal sniper in the zoo today? Like when they call for a doctor on the plane.
On Twitter, his Twitter handle is bummer of a job.
Any other thoughts on this before we move on a little bit? You think they should have shot the gorilla, right? I think that's pretty obvious to most people.
Of course.
That's what most people who don't have kids think.
I mean, listen. I mean,
I hate that they had to, but I don't think they had a choice.
No, people don't. Here's the deal.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
That's right, colon.
Let's finish up with some. You wrap it all up for everybody.
Okay. If there was no kid involved and you heard, a girl got shot, you wouldn't even give it second thought.
Sure you would if it was in the zoo. Of course you would.
What are you talking about?
A gorilla got shot in the zoo? It'll be a big story.
Yeah, they're so easy.
It's an endangered gorilla.
Yeah, because there's video of a gorilla getting shot, people would care.
Yeah, because now you're just an asshole.
Yeah, that's a big story.
Not to me.
It's actually a bigger story if there's no reason for it.
There's no reason. Yeah, I don't understand your point. Exactly.
Your point is there's a million gorillas.
How a gorilla got shot in my pajamas, I'll never know.
There's a million gorillas. What are they? There's not many left.
Yeah, there's not a million gorillas. There's 37.
There's something like 300 in the wild. I don't know
he's really
the
rare.
exact numbers anymore, but there's not a lot.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
I hope they have a lot of his. They probably have a lot of his
That is the first
sperm.
time he's ever said that, by the way.
No, I said it 10 years ago, but you didn't hear me.
How many gorillas in the wild? There's not many.
Is this a riddle?
Two gorillas walk into a bar. They own it.
It doesn't matter. Just know there's not a lot. So, some people saying they should have used a tranquilizer gun. That's ridiculous.
Why do you look so awake and so fucking...
Because we had 4 days off. Fuck this place.
You did?
Yes.
I had more than that. I was away. I was in Los Angeles.
L.A.
We had some rendezvous, Jim and I.
Oh, that's right. We did. We ate. Yes.
You just remembered that now?
I totally forgot until I said.
You totally forgot that you saw Bonnie and
It was not. Yeah, it was
we had
happening.
dinner, and then we did
midnight,
at midnight
right?
together.
Oh my God! I totally. That's,
Oh my God!
That feels like so long ago. That whole. It feels like I've been back a few days.
Who won on At Midnight?
Jim won, and you
The
could tell
producers?
if he hadn't have won, it would have been bad. You would have locked yourself in your dressing room for a little while.
Really? You take that seriously in that
man.
show?
Of course,
Why are you
I
saying
enjoyed
that?
it. She's
I
just
think
making it
that's
up.
just compared to how Bonnie plays games. Because you don't care if you win.
By the way, second time, no.
I wanted to win
the
because
fourth.
of my writer.
Your writer was inspiring.
She was like, they act like, I don't know. I felt like I owed it to her. Like they had some bet going on backstage.
Yeah.
And I have a proposition. I was just at a resort in Cabo, St. Lucas.
Cabo, St. Lucas is different. It's a little bit.
That's true.
Cabo,
Cabo, New Jersey is.
It's actually higher end than Cabo, St. Lucas.
I got to tell you this. So they want this show and myself and Bonnie to do a live remote from the resort. It's a 5-star resort.
Who told you this?
They would fly us down.
Sounds like someone
This
tried
is
to make
not true.
some backroom deal.
I swear to God.
Richard's just. No. I believe you, but I don't believe whatever guy just told you this to get a tip out of you. Wait, why don't you guys come down and do the show?
You fucking buzzard head. I swear. This is the guy that runs the place. The guy that runs the place. I guarantee.
What's his name?
Eric.
It's funny. That's who runs this place too.
You think I'm lying?
That's your go-to name, Eric.
E-Rock. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Every meal is comped 5-star. Every meal. Golf courses are comped that are 250, 300 around. I'm telling you.
When do you want to do a live remote?
Anytime you want. Anytime.
How about tomorrow?
I got shit to do tomorrow.
Tomorrow you do?
Yeah.
When should we go to Cabo?
What's that?
When should we go to Cabo?
You'd love it.
Stop panicking. When should we go?
And are they paying for everything?
How?
Are they paying for everything?
They'll pay for everything. How many people? Like, say us four and your wife. That's 5.
Right.
Who else do you got to
Good
bring?
adding.
I have to bring somebody.
Jimmy wants to bring
I'll
somebody.
bring the lady that...
You can't not invite Doug because he's in the room right
I'm
now.
sitting right here, Rich.
No. You got to invite Doug. He's in the room.
I have an issue with Doug, but I'll let it go. I'll tell. I don't know. Maybe I'll bring it up.
Oh, let's bring it up after the break.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear this.
What is it? Well, I missed
No,
it.
because we're going to talk. You have to bring it up now because they're going to talk about it during the break.
No, then separate because it's time to break anyway. I got to take a leak.
It's not a bad one. It's just a minor.
Oh, yay!
Hold on to your seats, folks. We'll be right back.
We're going to talk more gorilla after the break. You got to say that because that's a hot topic. So
And Glen Beck, too.
Glen
Fucking
Beck.
suspended by Sirius
That's
XM.
fucking hack.
I didn't hear the audio. I read some of the transcript that we had Brad Dorr supposed to be calling in this morning.
Isn't he still?
No.
What
His
happened?
people said no. I guess that they're panicking.
About what?
My guess is, again, I haven't heard the audio.
Wait, was Brad on Beck's show?
He's the one who said it.
See, I've been out of touch for a few days.
I read it. I just haven't listened to it. But I'm guessing it's something to do because Brad's a gun owner, and you got to watch certain things you say when you're a gun owner.
Right.
And if what you say can be interpreted as a threat with a gun owner, that's my total guess. But I'm guessing that's why he wants to make this go away. I don't know.
And then what? Beck didn't say the classic. I
don't know. Beck agreed with him.
You can't say that. Wink, wink.
Something about Trump being taken out by a patriot, but I should have heard it. I just didn't. I was distracted with my dick in my hand.
So
I read part of it.
Why don't we take a break? We'll brush up on that so we can talk about it. Rich has a beef with Doug Benson.
It's not a real beef. Just a
You
little.
brought it up, so now we got to do
a
it.
little resentment that I have to clear up.
All right. Don't talk about it during the break, though.
No, he's going to talk about it during the break. I'm telling you.
Oh, you're going to talk about it during the break?
No
listen.
break.
Oh,
Listen
fuck.
to me. I made my shirt in camp. I'm not going to talk about it in break.
New Rock said it doesn't look like a shirt you made in camp. Good fucking call. That was a great call.
He's been holding that one in for a while.
I know. That's a good call.
That's very nice. Doug Benson, where are you going to be, buddy?
This weekend, I'm at the Limestone Comedy Festival in Bloomington, Indiana.
You're doing Doug Loves Movies?
Yeah, and we're
That's
doing...
a great podcast. That you son of a bitch.
Oh, thanks,
I really
man.
enjoyed my
Yes.
time doing it.
Loved it.
Yeah, Jim just did it on Monday, and it's out now if people want to hear it. And Jim was a great guest.
Thank you, buddy.
As always. And, yeah, it's a good time.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah.
Rich Voss?
Oh, yeah, do yours.
This weekend, I'm at the Comedy Shop in Jersey. Look it up, Comedy Shop.
SHOPPE.
Yeah, in Friday and Saturday. But next Tuesday, we're doing a live My Wife Hates Me from the Village Underground. Next Tuesday, it's going to be fucking an unbelievable show. Get your tickets at the
Loads
Comedy
of
Shop.
special guests.
Who's on it?
I don't know all the people.
Dan Soder,
Ari Shaffir,
It's good.
Marina
The
Franklin.
whole
Yeah,
theme.
great.
The whole theme of the show. I don't want to say the theme because the last one we did was like a newlywed game that was fucking great. This one
It's
is
a different kind of game.
It's going to be so good. I'll tell you during break.
Are you starting to carry around old man tissues?
No, I just grabbed this from there, and
You've been holding that the whole
How
time
come
you've
no
been
one
in.
makes fun of this? Look at
I thought that was yours. That's his? You fruit. Shut up. It's a phone holder. That's what my pocket is.
Look what this is what I have right here.
What do they call those on the Kardashian?
Gay. They call those gay.
It's,
no, that's what they call you.
I was pointing in a mirror.
what's the name for that? It's the mini...
It's a purse.
No.
Little man purse.
Fuck. I'll figure it out during the break. No, there's a name for that. It's a girl thing.
A Jew?
It's not a girl.
That's a girl thing.
It's not. It's a phone case.
It is a girl
I
thing.
know other guys have it. When I was writing on...
No, I've never seen another guy that has that.
You know other guys on Grindr who have it.
Talking into his wallet all the time.
That's how I got it as a gift. It was a parting gift.
Hang on, you guys. I'm getting a call.
Yeah. You got to hold your lady wallet to your face.
To your head all the time?
Yes.
Yeah, please fucking tweet that lady.
listen to
It looks
me,
like a mini
fucking-
chessboard.
That's a lady wallet.
Thank you. It's a lady
That's not
wallet.
a lady
Shut
wallet.
up, lady wallet.
It's fucking Louis Vuitton.
I don't care.
Doesn't matter if it's Louis Vuitton.
That doesn't make it manlier.
Gives a fuck.
And it's not Louis Vuitton.
Exactly.
It's a knockoff.
Their shoes are Louboutin that you're wearing. No?
Oh, boy.
Why not?
I'm glad that might hit you in the nose.
Yeah, I know. I wish it was something else.
Mike fought back.
If you're trying to battle those gay rumors, that really helped there, Jim.
Come on. What is
They're
this?
not rumors. I started them.
And Bonnie, you got anything separately from
I don't
from
know
your
why
husband?
I'm here, I'll be honest with you.
All right. And neither's the crowd. Tell them about
Not a crowd.
next Tuesday.
Not a crowd. Doesn't know where he is.
People gathered in one place to
I
listen
know
to
he
this.
did. Hey, what do you do, sir? He's Travis. He's here every day.
Hey, so what do you think? Do you think we could put the live remote together when you go to Cabo, play golfs?
Play golfs? Did you just pluralize golf? I'll fucking hit you with a rock.
What do you mean?
Travis, please play that back.
I said play golf.
No, you didn't. You
I
said
think
play
you said
golf.
play
So I'll
golfs.
fucking hit you with a...
I said play golf.
You didn't.
Yeah, and then...
I hope I'm wrong, because I could never talk to you again if you said play
Oh,
golf.
please, I hope you're right.
Hold on.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're finding it.
Travis, it literally happened 10 seconds ago. Okay, you got it? Travis is looking. I have to know if he said that. Okay.
All right, I got it.
Okay.
It takes like 30 seconds for it to catch up.
Okay.
Well, he also has some beefs.
That looks like the
with,
gorilla cage
Doug
with a little
Benson.
kid. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
All right, so two bad ones.
All right, let's hear this, Travis.
It's a numbers game.
Put the
with Rich
live
Voss.
remote together when you go to Cabo, play golfs. And
Play golf.
It doesn't even have an L in it.
No. Asshole said play golf. Rich Voss likes to golf. Play golf.
It's a new game.
Play golf.
Play
Just
golf.
whatever you do, don't say comedy shop again.
You wouldn't go?
No, fuck
Why
that. That sounds stupid. Jimmy, what do you got going on?
Well, I'm doing a gig. I have a gig in Cabo, St. Lucas. No, I'm kidding.
St. Lucas.
And Saturday, June 11th, I'll be at the West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center in the Hamptons. Bunch of stuff's on sale finally. It went on sale while I was away.
Yeah.
Albuquerque, Salt Lake City, Orlando, Atlanta. My first time in Oklahoma, Fargo, Minneapolis, Columbus, and Pittsburgh. All just go to jimnorton.com. All of those are on sale. And I'm really psyched to be coming to a lot of these places.
Yeah, sounds great.
Your opening act?
I do, yeah. Sometimes I use Kelsey from LA. It depends on how much it is to fly her, because sometimes the flights are really expensive. So a lot of times I'll have her come if it makes sense, or I'll
Kelsey
get
who?
Cook. She's from LA. She's funny, but
She's funny.
Is she hot?
yeah, she's good looking.
She's all right, and she's funny. All right, we're going to continue with Doug Benson, Rich
Well, that's
Voss,
rare.
and Bonnie McFarlane after these messages.
Oh,
Sus, we're back. Got a full room today.
yes.
We got Doug Benson, and of course Jim Norton's back, and Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane. I was listening to you guys last night. Your mom died?
Oh.
Yesterday.
Your mom died yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like
I just told Jim, I said, hey, ask Rich how his mom is. He's got a funny story.
Oh,
And
really?
he just blew
I
it.
didn't know you guys.
Yeah.
I was setting Jim up.
Oh, I didn't know. You should have let me on that. Let me in on that.
I didn't know you knew.
I was watching. I was listening to My Wife Hates Me on this fine channel last night, and your mom died yesterday, and you played golf and
I
did
quit
radio.
No, I quit golf when I got the news. I was on the 10 call.
Goffs? You quit Goffs?
I quit.
You quit the golfs?
Yeah, I did. Right. What am I do? Sit home and?
Well, the only reason you quit golf was because you probably had a few bogeys on the front nine. And said, you know what, I might as well fucking stop now.
I always play golf. I wanted to play golf when she was having her kid.
How did your mom die? Was
Having
it
her
expected?
kid.
Yeah, her kid.
Everyone heard
Your
that, right?
autism. I just want to hug you if it wouldn't send you into a spiral. So you're you knew your mom was sick or no?
Yeah, she's
been sick for a while.
For years. It's
and not
the
really
best
with
thing
it.
that could have happened. It's. I mean.
Oh, really? I would like to ask her that. I don't think
I
she
think
wouldn't answer.
Really?
She was bedridden and she didn't know where she was. And
For
it
years.
Bedridden by who?
She had, major.
So why aren't you
dementia.
like mourning somewhere? Why are you on our show? Why did you do your show last night?
Because I had to fill the room next week at the Village Underground, Tuesday, the 7th, live show. Because
She's had dementia for a long time. He's already said goodbye in a sense.
Thank you.
It's still one of your parents, though.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I feel
Everyone
better.
grieves differently.
I feel better.
Don't you ever watch 2020s?
I feel better that she passed away and doesn't have to fucking live the way she's been living for 5 fucking years, 6 years.
True,
It's
with
horrible.
that one disappointment glaring at her every time you walk in the room.
Oh boy,
She was.
No call
They
back on
had
that.
a very antagonistic relationship.
Did they really?
Yes, and then before she sort of lost where she was at and stuff, he would go in to visit her and they would always start arguing. But he would always go he'd start in right away pushing buttons. And so I said, hey, why don't you go in sometime and just, say, hey, hi, how are you? Start it nice. So he was fine. So he goes in and he goes to her. She's laying in bed. He goes, hey, how are you? And she goes, how the fuck do you think I am? So I was like, maybe. You guys do your thing. I'll just stay out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
So she died yesterday morning?
Yeah, around 11.
What was the actual cause of death? Like a heart attack or?
No, her kidneys failed and just her whole thing. Listen, I was in there the day before.
Okay.
How old was she?
Like 85.
Damn.
And it's weird because my father's, he's out and about, 89, 88, how some people hold up different.
That's 89?
Huh?
That's 89?
I don't think so.
89, yeah, he is.
I think he's 86.
No, he's she made out with my dad.
One time at our wedding. Okay. And it was awkward. He gave me a kiss on the lips, but it was too much.
Oh, good for him.
Welcome to the family.
Also, to make it even
We're gonna
weirder,
be sharing now.
I was sitting and he came. It was an upside down. Like I went like this.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah. Spider-Man kissed with Rich's dad.
Spider-Man.
So, what am I supposed to do? Just sit home? I'm going to the funeral home after I leave here. Make arrangements.
How bad do you want to play golf today, though? It's a nice day out there.
I'll be done early.
Oh, you'll still get around in, you think?
No,
It's what his mom would have wanted.
Right.
That's my bit on stage.
Oh no, just on stage.
Yeah.
You never said it. Okay.
So
that's my bit on stage.
I have a great fucking funeral bit. It's fucking a classic.
Yeah, you want to tell us?
No, it takes
Then why bring it
2.5
up?
hours.
No, it'll be on my fifth CD that I'm making now.
Oh, you're in the
Right now it's
process.
number 2.
What's that?
Wait.
You're on your second.
Are you guys going to have a beefs?
Yeah, I want to
Wait,
hear
I
the
want to
beef.
hear more about the death of Rich's mom, though. That's big news.
Yeah, but he's got an issue with me. that's the story.
But it's not a big issue. It's semi. No, it's not big with.
Just
with
get
it.
to your, I'm sorry about your mom. That's
Yeah,
the
of
sad
course.
news. I didn't know.
How
You
sad
seem
are
okay.
you? You seem like totally the Rich Voss we know and sort of love.
Tolerate.
Tolerate, right.
My problem is I'm emotionalist. If I said that right.
No, emotionalist is right. Just throw the extra A in there.
Emotionalist.
Emotionalist, yeah.
I had a little tears in my eyes yesterday.
A little tears. Rich, you don't pluralize a little tears.
You know what? Sometimes when people go through a loss like this,
Fair enough.
It shows up verbally.
All right.
You'd think he would be speaking perfectly then
But you're
today.
pluralizing the wrong stuff. Goffs is not pluralized, and a little tear is
I'm
singular.
fucking still asleep. I'm dealing.
You know, why don't we give you a hug for your mom's death?
Come on. Come here.
Let's get this over with.
Have a hug, you guys.
What?
Have a good long hug.
Touch you guys.
Have a 20-minute hug.
Come here. I love you.
No, stop. Stop.
Just hold him for a while. Just hold him for a while.
What's wrong with that? Why is that such a
Now you've got AIDS.
Yeah. I love you raped when he was younger. Come here. I love Rich.
Why can't you hug people?
Yeah, what happened to you?
I just hugged him. He was cool with it.
He gets all tight.
He literally
Gets all tight.
The fucking gorilla handled that kid in the fucking thing better than you just handled my hug.
Why can't you take a hug?
He's scared if he accepts it, he doesn't know what he's going to accept next.
Is
You know what I
your
mean?
mom's alive, right?
Last I checked.
She doesn't have any
issues.
No, I mean like that where she
Dementia?
Yeah.
She's starting to slip a little.
Oh, okay.
But then last time I saw her, she seemed like she seemed back to normal, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
So, anyhow, if you see somebody just sitting there for 5 years...
That's terrible, of course.
You want the best thing that could happen.
Believe me, I felt that way after 5 minutes when you walked in.
His mother just died.
No, I was just saying on him tonight, too.
I don't try to... Listen.
You can't play that card when Rich is acting like he doesn't care.
I swear to God, I used it twice yesterday to get out of things. I don't know.
What kind of coffin are you getting? Says a lot about a person.
Well...
Pine box, are you going to
What was it originally used for?
Are you going with
He's going to get the unfinished one and go in and finish it himself.
when you go in the basement, are you going to go like all the way to the left or somewhere in the middle? You're not going all the way to the right, obviously.
I have an unused Marlboro Miles sleeping bag.
That's the beauty of cremation. It's cheaper, right?
Yeah.
Throw them in a box and fucking burn them.
I paid $12,000 for my brother's funeral. $12,000.
12. Jeez.
Yeah.
And he was missing a leg. So it still costs the same.
12 G's.
Yeah.
Man.
And that was an inexpensive coffin.
Can I tell you a story? This is when Rich and his sister found out that their brother was possibly going to lose his leg. He was in the hospital and, his diabetes and whatever. And so his sister's crying. They're in the waiting room and she's, the doctor comes in and tells them everything that's going on. And Rich goes, oh my God, you're going to have to build a ramp at your house. And she goes, don't say that. Don't say that. And I thought she was saying unless we know for sure that he's going to lose his leg, let's all be positive. She goes, he's not living with me. That's how they are. And then after he got better, he did lose his leg, but he was, Rich would go over to his house and Rich came home one day and goes, I had to drive him all around and do errands with him. They're very kind to one another.
Wow, you guys are rough.
Remember, we brought him one time, your brother, we brought him sugar-free ice cream. And he goes, don't even bring it in the house. He was so mad at us.
Don't even bring it in the house.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he had diabetes. He wanted us to bring him ice cream, but we didn't want to
Yeah, but the damage
He had already
was done.
lost a leg?
Give him this fucking ice cream. He already lost a leg.
But
yeah, but the other one.
so big, and that's why he passed away, his fucking...
you just let them live their life the way they want to live it at that point.
But it becomes a burden on everyone else because you're missing a leg and you're fat.
Yeah.
And it's like, Jesus Christ, you're going to lose both now? You can't even hop around? I'm with these guys on sugar-free. Here, have this or go get it yourself.
Yeah.
Don't bring it in the house. That's funny.
Yeah, he was really angry at us.
Yeah. You're all right, though.
Yeah, I mean, it'll hit me when I go to the funeral home or at the funeral. What the fuck? I guess...
Will you cry?
Huh?
Did you cry?
When? Yesterday?
Well, I don't know when. On the way in today.
No, we had a hotel last night.
When you found out?
Rich, stop with that's what drives me nuts about you more than anything. Like when you can't just go through with whatever somebody's talking about, you have to stop to have, if you say something a little bit wrong, he has to correct you.
Yeah.
If you're like, oh, you had, 4 cups of coffee today. 3.5. You're like, okay, but the point remains.
Yes. Oh, you get distracted easily.
Stop. So
Did you cry when you found out?
No, I had
Where'd you
tears.
stay?
I had tears. I didn't I had tears. That was sad.
That's crying.
Is it?
Tears is
crying. What do you think tears is?
Huh?
Yeah, that's what do you think crying is?
You weren't
the
sobbing.
Person that leaves your hotel
You weren't
room.
sobbing.
I've never seen him cry.
Huh?
I've never seen you cry.
Oh. Do you think we can make it happen right now?
No.
Well, yeah, but it would have to be
do your act.
Go ahead, get into the beat.
All right, good evening, everybody.
Wow, death doesn't stop his quickness. Pretty amazing.
I don't know. Like, if your mom passed...
I would cry like a fucking bitch.
With all the money you have?
I would... of course I'd be sad.
I'd pay someone to cry.
I would absolutely cry.
I don't know. I wasn't sad because I kept seeing her for the last... going in.
It was sad scene.
No, I understand you're relieved.
Going in there and just talking with nothing coming back. Just
sure. It's like working every night. How come you can say that, but if I say it, it's mean? Don't look at me sad. Shut up. I'll punch you in your giant teeth.
So it's
hurry up.
You knew it years ago. You're thinking, when is it going to? You know what I mean? And what I thought I was good when I went to Cabo, I thought it would happen when I was there.
And you were hoping it wasn't going to happen while you were there, right?
Oh, that would have been horrible.
You would have been like, oh, fuck, really?
And my sister flew to L.A. yesterday, got off the plane, and got back on the plane and came home.
Why? I mean, she's already dead.
Exactly. What are you going to do?
There's nothing you can do.
Well, she think she has an angel of mercy?
She has all the paperwork and all the stuff for the insurance.
She's got to do everything, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go to the funeral home today, but she got all knows all the legal stuff. And
right.
So I don't...
Is there any, will you inherit anything? Any money? A house?
No,
some heirlooms?
She didn't have anything.
My family crest?
Yeah, the family crest. Who's going to have the family crest?
Exactly, the shield with a question mark on it.
She had, she had some diamonds. My sister has them already.
No.
My sister has everything. I have a cabinet. Nothing.
Camera?
A cabinet. It's a cabinet. That was from my grandmother and then my mother. And Bonnie hates that cabinet.
Why do you hate it?
I hate it. That damn cabinet.
Does it smell like old people?
He loves like.
No, that's Bonnie's pussy.
That's yes.
Whoa!
What's from you though?
I thought everyone knew that. I've created a scent. My pussy. No, I don't know. It's fine, I guess. It just doesn't go in our house. I mean,
nothing matches.
His tastes are a little weird.
He's a little
on the old side.
It's a little gay
Free
grandma.
cabinet. That's what he was thinking.
A bit decadent.
What am I going to do? Just sit home?
I'm asking.
I don't
friend
know.
to friend.
I'm
trying to figure out where your head's at.
I don't. It's a little. I'm a little. Not just a little bouncy. I didn't do a set last night. That would have been hard.
Right.
Because there wasn't a big crowd at the stand, so...
He'll perform again when the crowd is right.
Yes.
When will you be ready to perform again?
Friday and Saturday at the Comedy Shop.
Okay, you'll be ready. And when will you play golf again? This afternoon?
No, I'm not. We had to take our daughter to the doctor to get shots.
If this was a sitcom, you would be saying, like, I can't cry, I don't care, it's fine. Then you go to the Comedy Shop, SHOPPE, and you're on stage and see someone in the audience looks like your mom. Tears.
It's like my bit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you covered everything on death in your bit? We're not allowed to talk about.
Yeah, it's true.
Because I don't want people to think I got the
Shut
idea
up. No one's going to remember.
Oh my God. Are you fucking, do you think anybody out there right now is coming to your dumb show? No. I guarantee if they show up at your show, they've never heard of you.
Wow.
God, are we really like, hey, that's my bit. That's my bit. That's my bit. That's my bit.
That's my bit.
That's my bit.
Crazy. You're nuts.
Somebody's at his show Friday night and my mom died. Heard it!
That's my closer. Wait for it. That's my bit.
Yeah, how long will they have to wait before you get into the, your mom is dead, bits?
It's a full fucking hour of material. It's
really?
It's this one good bit.
All right.
That's my bit. It's one of those bits where you have, like, when he's done, and he's like, do you love my bit? And you're like, they were really listening,
Yeah, she doesn't get it.
You held their attention.
She doesn't get what?
Cleverness.
Oh, right,
It's fucking a good bit. You'll hear it on my next CD. I guarantee
What's
you.
the punchline?
Oh, wait, you can't just
4 or 5.
Oh, it's like a Woody Allen
Turns out
bit
she's
where-
not dead.
He's been writing my mom died bit for years.
He's just very excited.
He's anxious to do the bit, so
he
she's
can finally
dead.
do the bit.
It's about my brother passing away.
Huh?
It's about my brother passing away.
Huh?
Oh.
And how you didn't cry during that one.
That's it, yeah.
Remember at your brother's funeral, all your old buddies were there and standing around, and you guys looked like, well, we're going to do one last heist. With your dumb hats on.
You got the gang back together.
All right. Well, sorry to hear about your mom, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Is that what? Yeah.
Want a hug, buddy?
No.
Come
We're
on.
good. We're good.
All right, let's do this.
He's going in. He's going in. Hug him.
Listen,
Uh-oh.
put your arms around him.
Rich even pulls his headphones off when he's getting hugged.
I know, because he gets to run.
That was a real hug. Put your arms around
I
him.
don't hug.
I know. His arms hung straight down. It was great.
You're all stiff, like you're...
I know. I lost my erection.
I hug Bonnie.
Huh?
You should.
I hug
Let me
Bonnie.
see how you two
Yeah,
hug.
you guys hug for
Okay.
us.
Let me see how you two hug. And do a real one.
Yeah.
A real hug?
Don't do a comedy
Don't
hug.
do a comedy hug.
I
Yeah,
know.
come on. Let me see how this really goes
give
down.
a hug.
Come here, you. Get in here.
Oh, guys, just give her a hug.
See?
I'll hug my wife.
That's look at you're happy and all right. Oh Jesus. Okay, relax, guys. What the fuck?
What?
Why is
That's
it so
a virile man.
Jesus.
Oh, Pat Oswald. Oh, it's not him.
Oh, look at that.
pretty good. All right, what's your beef with Doug?
Oh, it's a small beef. But
It's something happened in
attest
San
to that.
Jose.
Yes.
It was in San Jose. You came to see me. It was a surprise.
I came to see Doug. I was in town doing a private.
Right.
And I came to see him, and he didn't ask me if I wanted to do a guest spot.
I guess that's what it was during the break.
Anytime
Where was this? Would you have said yes?
Of course. Anytime I've ever worked anywhere in a See, I don't know how your show is based, and I said that to Bonnie. Maybe he has this.
This is a stand-up show?
Yeah, he was at the San Jose Improv.
I wouldn't have asked someone if they wanted to go on either, but not to be rude. It just wouldn't have occurred to me.
See, that's it. Anytime a comic walks in, I go, "Do you want to do a guest spot?"
I kind of said it in the wrong way. I said, why'd you come by?
Well, I came by to say hi.
Yeah, so that's why I also didn't think you were dying to go on.
So warm and inviting. Why'd you come by?
No,
but he spelled it B-I.
No, because he really went way out of his way. Like he was like a good. You said it was like 20 minutes away, and he came by in the afternoon.
You wanted to do some time on Doug's show.
No, it wasn't.
There's no way.
He's probably like a little.
No, it's a 4:20 show in the afternoon.
No, I was playing golf. It was the nighttime because he had food. Remember the food that was delivered in the room? It was the nighttime show, not the afternoon.
What's
in the afternoon? I was at the private gig.
What's protocol on that?
What's that?
You're supposed to ask the comic to do time?
I don't know if I would. Oh, yeah, you're right. It was a Thursday night.
The reason I wasn't completely mad, because I don't know how he does his live show.
He did call me and say, I'm 65% mad.
Because...
I get it.
Goes on first, huh?
I get it. Like a lot of headliners, just like somebody walks into the room that's a comic, whatever level they're at. There's a lot of, hey, do you want to do a guest spot? People are pretty nice about that.
I would have asked if you had a ticket.
I generally am. But I felt like
nailed him, Jim.
Thank you. That's a good one.
Why didn't you want Rich doing time on your show, Doug?
What's that?
Well, because he's right.
For you.
He's right, because
you didn't want him on it.
The format of my show, if he'd have said anything about wanting to do a guest set, and if I'd, it's on me for not asking you. I should have just asked.
Yeah, because I can't go in and put him on the spot.
Right, exactly. But also that's what I meant by, hey, it's funny to see you here. I thought you wanted to do some time.
You didn't drive 20 minutes to say hi.
Well,
you drove 20 minutes assuming that you would
off. I'm going to go
something
to the comedy club and hang out.
When you can't drink and smoke like I can, you just go visit somebody.
Yeah.
And I was happy to see you. We had a nice visit.
Yeah, it was good.
It was a good time.
Had a little bite to eat, and then I talked to the manager there, whoever it was, nice guy.
Yeah.
And something to do, because what am I sitting in my hotel room in the middle of fucking nowhere?
You can't do your funeral bit to yourself.
But my show would have been whatever amount of time you did longer than my allotted time. It would have made a longer show if I had, if I asked you. And I didn't want you to do I didn't want to say, hey, do you want to do 5 minutes or 7 minutes?
He probably didn't want you on the show.
You see what that? It says not welcome.
Yeah.
No, my fans would have loved to seen you do a set.
It's pretty obvious that he didn't want you at
It's
that
understandable. He didn't want you sullying his stage with your trick.
I don't even think he wanted you in the building.
Right, exactly.
What you doing here?
He didn't want you spreading your Jew propaganda.
He goes, can you take your food to go?
I did.
Did you guys?
I didn't say it right the first time. I said, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Did you guys go out to eat afterwards?
No, they would.
Because he was gone by the time the show was over. Because he didn't get to do his guest set.
No, I had to get up early.
He
the next day
definitely
to do radio or whatever I had to do.
But you had it right. The structure of my show is different.
Did you have other guys on your show?
Yeah, and I also
he opens it.
I open my own show and host it, and then we do. Lots of fans of Doug Lowe's Movies just come to my stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
So we play a game from Doug Lowe's Movies we get audience members on the stage, and it's a whole thing.
Jesus.
And so that's why I don't even have an opener or guest sets usually, is because there's so much time is taken up by that.
That's a very fun podcast, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Thanks, man.
That's so fun.
Are you only saying that because he's here?
No,
I've heard him talk about it when I'm not here, and it makes me so happy because
we both did it recently.
You got to do it sometime.
His audience is sometime.
And then when he shows up,
let me pencil you in for maybe.
I don't think he's ever showing up at one of your gigs again.
I'd love to have you on.
Voss would be great on that show.
It would have. I think it would have been tough to work you into that situation as he's bringing up fans and stuff to.
No, I would have went on first, and they would have started. His dog and pony show.
I think we understand each other, but I do. That's why I figured out that's what the issue was. Because that's the only thing it could have been. Yeah. Because I haven't, as far as I know.
Well, unless you're doing a funeral bit.
Well, yeah,
No, it wasn't like major, but I go, well, what, that's kind of weird. Because only when another headliner, even a middle, I'll say to a middle, not on a Saturday.
Oh, we stopped making.
My God.
But whatever, it's not a big thing. You guys like to make big things out of little things.
No, it's obvious.
Mountains out of molehills.
It's obvious he didn't really want you to be. It's obvious he didn't want you part of the Thursday night show.
What's that?
But it's okay. It happens.
I thought you might have brought the whole thing down with all that funeral talk if I let you on stage. There's a real serious monologue about death. All right, thanks for stopping by.
When radio hosts walk into other radio shows, they do guest radio hosting.
Okay, stop talking.
Wow, what are you doing?
You can't even.
All right, I'll give it to you.
You can't even walk in here. Other radio hosts can't get in this
like if Cowhead walked in, would you?
He's awesome.
I would just put him on the air with
I
us.
didn't say anything wrong. I use him as
I know.
an example.
I don't know what you're getting at.
Yeah, I don't know what you're asking.
We're so confused. If a radio guy came in that we like,
he was on E-Rock show recently. I poked my head through I saw there was a full house.
Yeah. The problem is Doug doesn't like you, or he would have put you on the Thursday show. It's pretty obvious to everybody.
It's fine.
It's fine. They're not all going to like you.
Exactly. It'd be nice if some of them did. But
kind of like radio. There's guys, I see them walking down the hall. Of course, I'm like, oh, my God, come in right away. And others, you kind of like look down and hope they just
say,
get the point.
What are you doing here?
Right. Exactly.
What do you want from me?
But
all right, have some of that meat on the table.
Do you bring that opener?
There was a nice spread we enjoyed together.
And you guys said you had a nice time. What was the nice time? If he was busy entertaining his audience and you were ordering food?
No, we sat around. He got there early enough that we were hanging out before my show.
His opener.
When did you realize he wasn't going to ask you?
When I was in my car.
There was always a chance.
He had to say to himself,
from the stage, "Hey, Rich Voss is here. If we applaud enough, maybe he'll come up and do a few minutes."
I'm starting to think he's not going to ask me.
We have a special guest, ladies and gentlemen.
You were just sitting there.
I might as well cut my losses and eat before I go.
Were you clearing your throat, getting ready just in case you got the call?
Me.
Yeah,
he's doing all of his warm-up exercises in the corner.
What are you doing? What are you doing here? My notes out, even though I don't have notes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, then the evening ends with you just driving home with some stolen olive loaf in your pants. Oh, Rich.
Well, I'd love to hear from anyone who was at that show in San Jose. It was a Thursday night a couple of months ago. Tweet at me if you're disappointed that you didn't get to see Rich.
Oh my God, that's so mean.
That is mean.
What kind of person are you?
His mom's not even dead 24 hours.
They'll let me know that I made a mistake.
Because that's how the internet works.
Yeah. They're the nicest people in the world.
Fuck him.
Well, you don't have to tag him in it. Just talk to me.
You just gave him the permission to be mean.
No, I'm telling you. Plus, also, no one's awake in San Jose right now.
Well, let me tell you, if you're in New Jersey this weekend by the Comedy Shop, I will put you on.
Why do they spell it so weird? What's going on there? That's stupid.
The other name was taken, probably.
Oh. Is it a good place?
Because they do old-timey comedy.
I don't. It's yeah. They're two one-nighters that
Comedy Shop, Courtyard Marriott, in Arlington.
It's
New
a club
Jersey.
in a hollowed-out tree.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh wait, and then you got to go to the other one. They have two, right?
Yeah, I'm going to two different ones.
Well, that's confusing. And then Saturday, it's the Comedy Shop in Hamburg, New Jersey, right? Okay. What else is going on? What else is going on with you guys?
Am I wrong? That gorilla looks hot to me. That pose. It's like a good pose.
She likes this confident.
Very confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead stare.
They're investigating the boy's family. I mean, they're not going to come up with
do they do this in every case of a fucking kid falling in? It happens. It's happened quite a few times. They always investigate the family.
Now
they're just trying to calm down the public.
Yeah, they're going to.
The public is outraged, so they've got to make believe they're like making sure everything is on the up and up.
What's going on with us? We're getting funding for our next movie.
Ooh.
We have one investor right now, and then I'm looking at another one.
Don't look him right in the eyes.
He was looking right at me. He was looking right at me.
Bonnie's going to pitch a TV show next week.
Nice.
Don't talk about this
He
stuff.
just asked what's going on.
Well, yeah, but that stuff is like, you don't bring that up until it's,
and it's
a deal,
stuff, and it's stuff that maybe the audience would care about.
What do you mean?
They don't care that she's pitching a show right now. I mean, if the show,
our pool opened.
well, I don't know, but I mean, if she pitches a show and then it gets picked up, then of course the audience is going to care.
Well,
but
no, I mean,
they don't give a fuck that you're taking a meeting.
They know we have a podcast. They know we have a radio show.
What's the premise of the new movie?
They know I'm coming out with my 5th CD. So I mean, like, what else?
What's the premise of the?
Yeah, the last one was the IQ thing. What's going to be the premise? There you go. That's a very good question.
I don't know. I don't know yet. It's probably going to be Legend.
Oh, you're talking about your CD.
He goes, what's the
the premise of the movie?
Oh, the movie.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear this.
What he thinks it is.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't look bad without makeup. I think you look great.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a movie about not wearing makeup?
It's about...
He gets so distracted. He can't stay on point ever. You just noticing your wife doesn't look bad without makeup?
I was just throwing that out.
I didn't feel like it was that much of a joke.
It's not a joke.
And that you were actually surprised.
I love her so much.
They're really beating down. I would use that "my mom died" shit a lot more.
Why?
These fucking
it's the
bastards.
same thing when you come in here. I only complimented him today.
Yeah, he's being nice to you.
I'm trying to be nice,
Opie,
but
what
then
the
you're
fuck?
frustrating.
He's your guest.
Oh,
Okay.
hi, guest. So tell us what the movie's about.
No.
What a boy. Stand your ground, young man.
Well, let's figure out the Glen Beck situation then. We can just move on with...
we're not
We can move on with some shit.
It's not narcissism to tell us what the premise is.
Yeah, when
It gets us excited that you got a great idea and you're getting investors.
I know it actually it's a very positive thing that's going on right now with the movie and everything. It's just that I feel like when you tell the I don't know why it sounds
I get that.
horrendous when you just say what the movie's
we don't
about.
have to. I was just trying to see what you guys are up to.
There's you know.
Oh my God! So what's going on with Glen Beck?
Can we have the audio?
Yeah, let's get the audio. Let's
Glen Beck
figure it out.
Sirius XM suspended Glen Beck. I didn't even know he was on Sirius. They suspended him.
Well,
I guess the show was just syndicated. He's not doing,
okay.
I don't think he's doing an actual show. You know what I mean? For Sirius XM exclusively.
He doesn't work in this building.
No, I think they just pick up his syndicated show.
This is when we should have had Stuntbrain on.
Well, we could get him on.
Yeah, well, let's just see.
He might want to avoid because isn't that his boss?
Well, he's the journalist. They have to talk about it.
Well, hold on. Let me write the Stuntbrain.
Brad Thor and our extension. Do we kind of have this at the place where it's close?
Right, yeah. All right, go find the place. I really don't know much about this. Brad Thor was supposed to be on our show today, coincidentally, and he bailed.
No, he was supposed to be on our show for this. He's coming on in a few weeks.
No, I know, but he was supposed to be on today.
Yes.
No, for this.
I don't know.
Yeah, I texted Roland. I said we should get Brad Thor on today to talk about this. Roland said okay. They texted him and then he canceled.
They said yes and then
they said yes and then they rescinded.
And that's the statement.
All right, I'm getting
who's Brad Thor?
He's a big author. He writes fiction. He's a conservative guy. He's a gun owner. Good dude.
Says he doesn't want to comment on the issue at this time though.
Yeah, but I think that there's reasons for. I want to hear the audio, so I probably should listen to this before. I just how it is when you're busy online doing nothing.
All right, I'm reaching out to this Stuntbrain. You found the spot?
Yeah, it's about 45 seconds.
45 seconds. Okay.
And I got to ask you a question, and this is serious. This could bring down incredible heat on me because I'm about to suggest something very bad. It is a hypothetical I am going to ask as a thriller writer. With the feckless, spineless Congress we have, who will stand in the way of Donald Trump overstepping his constitutional authority as president? If Congress won't remove him from office, what patriot will step up and do that if he oversteps his mandate as president, his constitutional granted authority, I should say, as president? If he oversteps that, how do we get him out of office? And I don't think there is a legal means available. I think it will be a terrible, terrible position the American people will be in to get Trump out of office because you won't be able to do it through Congress.
That's the problem?
Yeah, because he said some patriot.
Yeah, he just say some patriot.
It's just
implying that shooting Trump will be a good thing.
Might happen, yeah.
But the bottom line is he couldn't have set that up more as far as being a complete hypothetical.
Right.
And he was saying a patriot is someone who looks at the Constitution as being the law of the land, and if he oversteps, how do you get him out?
Right.
I think that was a fair question. The way he phrased it was I think, almost absolutely, this is a hypothetical.
I think he was careful. Maybe he's talking about giving him food poisoning or something.
But then what does Glen Beck say?
Giving him the shits.
Yeah. Is there more, Erock?
Yes, because
earlier in the audit, because it's a whole thing, but earlier in the audit, who's comparing Trump to being a dictator, calling him Mussolini?
Who was Glen Beck?
Brad Thor is not a fan of Donald Trump.
Yeah, it was calling him
Follow
Mussolini.
him on Twitter. He's not a fan.
Comparing him to Mussolini, saying that once he is elected, he's going to abuse his power of the presidency, and he's going to make all these things happen where he can suspend all these amendments and other things that challenge him just to get his way. And then that's what led into what American patriot is going to stop him since the government can't. That's what he's implying.
So why is Glenn Beck in
trouble? Well, on his show.
But I mean, he can't control what somebody else says.
Yes, you can dump out of it. They don't want to hear that.
Well, the radio thing to do is basically like, whoa, that's crazy. You know, you have to kind of like comment and acknowledge that what is being said is a little edgy.
But after Brad Thor said that, Glenn Beck said, I would certainly agree with that.
Okay, can we hear what he said?
Why did we stop the tape there?
I thought it was done.
Let's continue.
Oh, I would agree with you on that, and I don't think that you actually have the voices. We've been talking about this off air for a while. I think the voices like ours go away. I don't think that we are allowed, especially if things, and I believe the economy is going to go to crap. Even if Jesus was in office, it's going to naturally reset. It has to.
Glenn, under the policies of Trump, again, foreign affairs, look up what a caudillo is. Caudillo. Trump is promoting a protectionism, a nationalism in economics. It has destroyed Latin America.
I know.
It has destroyed any hope of democracy down there. He will do the same thing here. People say Hillary's worse. I hate Hillary Clinton's guts. Hillary Clinton will not do the damage Trump will do. And people are going to come back and say to you and say to me, you guys were right. We should have listened to you. And you know what? All of those cowards that are throwing in behind Trump because he's the Republican nominee who say, well, it's too late to do anything, shame on you.
Bravo.
He has not been to the convention yet. And guess what? Wow. If more of us stood up, if we took a stand and said we are not going to vote for him, we're going to make sure he doesn't get elected, maybe that egomaniac Trump would want to opt out. If he doesn't think he can win the presidency because all of us were standing up against him.
Now it's just political. I don't think that they said anything that he should have been suspended for at all. Because I understand what people are like, well, it could be misinterpreted as to him calling for violence and saying that by shooting Trump or whatever, you're a patriot. I get why they make that leap. But he was saying, I think a patriot, not in the act of harming Trump, but a patriot in the fact of doing something to defend the Constitution.
Well, because now he's explaining further. He's basically saying if we all stood up and did not vote for this fucking guy, that's another way to make sure he's not in office, right?
What he was saying,
there's no way he should have been suspended for that. I don't agree with what Brad Thor is even saying. I like Trump, and I can't stand the other guy.
I just wish I would have heard Glenn Beck acknowledge that. Whoa, this is a little, let's slow down a little bit, and maybe protect himself.
But that
a
was
little better.
The Patriot. Some Patriot part was in the middle of a long statement, and he flew through it, and then Glenn Beck was like, well, I agree.
Well, but he's also bringing up all these assholes that were against Trump big time, and now they're, endorsing him.
Yeah, because they won fucking gigs. They won jobs,
you know what?
Too,
Fuck those people.
It's
fuck
more
Rubio
important to have the party in the office than...
Yeah, fuck Rubio and the rest of them. The thing to do is to just keep your mouth shut. We all heard, Rubio, you going after Trump pretty fucking hard during the whole campaign, and now you're endorsing him? Go fuck yourself.
They're all fucking garbage.
They're all
Rubio
garbage
knows
for
how's
that.
he going to be the next president, and if Trump, if Trump doesn't get elected.
I know he's in a bad spot, but the thing to do is just keep your mouth fucking shut about it. Go, look, I'm not endorsing
anyone.
anyone.
Might want to be VP.
Yeah, well, would be even more ridiculous after hearing the shit he said.
That seems like that's what's going to happen.
Well, then they shouldn't lie during the primary. Right. This is why they're all so hateable. Can we go back to that, Erock? There's something on from the Reason.
From the Reason.com.
And I got Stuntbrain, too.
Brad Thor gave a statement to the Reason.com. It's a political blog.
Okay, so several people took this as a suggestion that someone should kill Trump, an interpretation Thor strenuously denied. It's not a defensive assassination, he told Reason. I don't even want to see a dictatorial president assassinated. We're a republic, a nation of laws, and the greater good would be served by the despot standing trial. And if there's no trial, safeguarding the republic against a dictatorship is a topic of conversation that dates back to the founders, he says. If we have to unseat a president without the backing of the Congress, we would need a patriot along the lines of George Washington to lead the country from tyranny back to liberty. I think that now he's kind of covering his bases because he said something in a moment.
He's backing up a little bit.
I still don't think that that's a suspendable offense. I don't think they were calling for Trump to be harmed at all.
He just said a patriot should do something.
He's backing up a little bit. I think he was presenting everything possibly on the table between, I don't even want to say the word.
Shooting Trump. That's what he's talking about.
Or getting the whole party to not fucking support this guy and getting him into office. Or the third thing, if he does get in office and then he pulls this horse shit, we try to impeach him.
Or he wouldn't have, because if he was only talking about a George Washington-like patriot leading a revolution, he never would have said it so carefully.
Right.
He never would have. He knew what he was setting up because he was like, "Look, this is purely if and speculative." So the fact that he set that up when you're not even safe, when you set something up by going, "If this, I'm a fiction writer, I'm setting this up."
Right.
How the fuck else are you supposed to speculate?
Right.
Let's say you want to discuss Trump being the president. Now, I happen to think that I want to see him get elected. I want to see him get elected. But say you want to discuss that. How do you do that in a speculative way if you're going to be suspended no matter how you set it up? How do you set that up?
I'm not a huge fan of Glenn Beck, but I don't think he should have been suspended.
I don't either. Not for that. I thought there's going to be something worse.
I really don't.
That's obviously a topic that's been discussed off mic many times. I mean, that's what he said, right? So they knew what he was talking about.
That's true.
Yeah.
What does Mike say?
He should have covered his ass a little more, though, knowing the world we live in. And he's been broadcasted for a really fucking long time. He should have kind of knew that this might have been a dangerous fucking area. Yeah. Let's go to Stuntbrain. Full disclosure, Stuntbrain works for Glen Beck.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. I am officially the content ambassador for theblaze.com. That's my new title.
Oh, no. That means he's been fired.
Or soon to be. No, this first of all, on this story, and I thank you guys for bringing it to light, because it's misunderstood by many in the press and being misrepresented. I think you grasped it very well. But if there were a threat against a presidential candidate, especially the presumptive nominee for a party, the Secret Service would have already been in our offices and in Brad Thor's face.
Right.
That has not happened.
Right.
Why? Because none of this is real. And if you listen to it, and only a couple of people went, "Did you hear that? He wants Trump assassinated."
Right.
And that filtered down. Now, there's no secret. There's tension between Breitbart and the Blaze. And there is discussion that Breitbart has been an arm of Trump and his campaign, even rumors that Trump has bankrolled Breitbart in the last 8 to 9 months to try and get positive stories on the site. There's also a tribute site called Trumpbart that points out every time Breitbart does a puff piece on Trump. And so there's animosity and acrimony there already. So where does this come from? Well, you have Stephen K. Bannon, the morning show guy, who's out there pushing this. And on top of this, Glenn was scheduled to be on vacation this week. Over 4 months ago, the schedule came down. So he wasn't even going to be on air this week. Why did this happen this week? It makes no sense.
Wow. I'm trying to think.
Wait a minute. Now let me ask you a question. Yeah. Somebody is Twittering me, and I don't know if this is true or not. Someone says Beck already got a talking to for saying he'd stabbed Trump on stage at a debate. Not a good idea. Is that not true?
No, that was a totally misinterpreted thing. Glenn was talking with his guys on the show, much like you guys talk to each other. And one of them insulted Glenn, and Glenn looked at him and said, "Boy, the stabbing would just never stop."
Oh, okay.
He was talking to his co-host.
Okay.
And they joke about hurting each other all the time. Sure. And that was actually, I think they did get a call from the Secret Service on that to see what it was, and they listened to the tapes and went, "Sorry, nothing to see here. Keep moving."
Okay. You're hearing that. I got it, but the fact that Brad Thor said what patriot, I think is the part that people freaked out about, because by implying patriot, you're implying that it's a good thing if something bad happened to Trump. I mean, I guess that's the leap they're making.
And his setup said it all. You know, if he was talking about, impeaching the president if he did anything wrong when he was in office or getting the party against him, he wouldn't have been so careful in that setup.
Yeah.
There's no way.
He knew he was saying something that could be misinterpreted.
Right.
But the question is, let's say Trump does override the Congress or do all the things Brad Thor is afraid that he's going to do. What is the legitimate answer that he's looking for?
Well, he said in the after response, in the statement that came out later, some sort of lawsuit to stop it, some sort of...
He never would have set it up that way.
Right.
He never would have set it up with Page. And again, I'm not saying, I like Brad, but I think that he was just speculating on something that, now he's like, oh, fuck, I probably shouldn't have said it that way.
But he acknowledged, I'm going down a crazy road here. So he had awareness that, okay, let's slow, this is what I'm thinking, but I know it's crazy. But I just wish I would have heard Glen Beck kind of defend himself and protect himself a little bit better in that clip.
Yeah, Glenn probably should have been a little smarter about that, knowing,
he knows. This is a shitty world we live in as far as broadcasters go.
Well, it makes it tough.
Every day you come in and you don't know if it's your last day, doing this because you said something off the handle that is interpreted the wrong way.
Or in this case, a guest says something.
Right.
If we don't stand up for the First Amendment right, then we're all going to be doomed. And I think that's...
Stuntbrain, you're 100% right. I have no problem with that. But we've had those type of moments on this show, and you still don't know. But me and Jimmy will look at each other like, that's what you're saying. You kind of try to throw a couple little things in there, acknowledging this is what this guy is saying, and we got to be a little careful here. And I didn't hear any of that from Glen Beck.
And I don't think that this is a speech issue. And again, unless somebody here at SiriusXM just hates Glen Beck and looking for... I think this is more a panic issue of, oh my God, he's calling for violence against a candidate.
Yeah.
I think it's just a panic move.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because Trump initially in the campaign talked about wanting to punch protesters. So he actually talked about threatening physical violence.
Yeah. Good point. That's true. Very good point.
And there is no real credible threat here. And again, I go back to, would the Secret Service have visited Beck if this were, or Brad Thor? And this does seem to be a whole bunch of strange coincidences happening at one time. There's more to this than meets the eye, but it's not a threat against Trump or from Brad Thor. And I don't think Glenn felt he needed to back down or buffer whatever Brad Thor was saying. I'm not speaking for Glenn. It's hard for me to...
Brown nose.
Yeah, Glenn can address this now if he wants to.
He can, but he's on vacation. He's
well, you still,
nowhere.
When you're suspended and there's a possible
you got that social
talk
media.
Of that. Yeah, you got the
social
yourself.
Media. He can pop something out there.
He did put a Facebook post up.
Okay.
That is on, if you're on the Facebook, you can see it. But this was more in relationship to what Drudge said, because Drudge lit the flame on this. And started this back on the 25th.
Wait a minute, you're saying that there's bias in the media going both ways? God, I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
Yes, it's there. But so there was a response. There'll probably be a response, I would imagine, today. I haven't talked to him because, I tend to leave him alone on vacation because that's what I want to be left alone, unlike E-Rock, who loves phone calls wherever he is.
He certainly does.
Yeah,
lonely boy.
He's a good boy.
But this was fodder for MSNBC this morning, and you'll see it in a couple other places as well. But again, Beck not supposed to be on this week. He's supposed to be back Monday. I'm sure he will be. Now, Sirius did allude that they are looking at their relationship going forward. So we'll see what happens.
I don't think that was a threat. That's listening to that, the way he set that up, so speculative. If he had just blurted something violent out or said, hey, I hope this happens to Trump, that's really different.
Yeah.
And that I would go like, yeah, that's fucking really stupid and that's almost a threat. But he set that up so carefully, talking about this possibility. I'm afraid of Trump.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a long thing, and then Glen Beck says, "I agree at the end," but it was a little speech there.
Yeah, I think Glen Beck is getting a bad rap there.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, I have a question. Since you work for him, how you doing? It's Voss. How delusional is Glen Beck that he thinks he can go out and do an hour stand-up show that's unwatchable?
Well, hi, Rich.
Unwatchable because we watch
Are we
it.
ever going to play golf? I doubt it.
No, we will if I'm down by Delaware. I would love to.
When you play Philly next, and bring Opie with you. But yeah, here I don't know which event you're talking about. I don't think he's done an hour of stand-up in a long time. He generally would do. It's almost a variety show, which has a couple of different people involved. Which one did you see that you found unwatchable?
The one that it looked like a scallop festival. There were so many white people. They were all. It was so.
Sounds to me like a quiet movie theater. Go ahead, Trader.
Scallops are delicious.
He was wearing a flannel.
Pan-seared, right?
He was wearing a flannel shirt.
Little oil, butter.
He had a blackboard on the.
But what did he do that made it unwatchable? I don't care about the audience and all that. Like, what were his jokes? What was he saying?
He didn't have one. Here, take some. He didn't have one. I don't know. He didn't say anything funny. I'm saying there was supposed to be a stand-up, but there wasn't a funny line.
But do you remember anything that fell flat?
I believe it was a Christmas special.
Yeah, it was
I saw some Christmas sweaters.
No wonder you
in the
didn't
audience.
like it.
Yeah, they all had Christmas.
When's a Patriot going to take out Santa?
What's your problem with Christmas?
Can you, what are you, a Grinch of my side and quit fucking brown nose? You got rid of this clown from your fucking
I didn't
show.
get rid of him. I never wanted Stuntbrain to leave.
Everybody liked him.
Shut up.
Listen,
K-Rock hired him, and then whatever. It's a long story, but I didn't want.
They wanted to fire me, and they hired Stuntbrain. It was a whole thing.
Stuntbrain, you know that.
The deal.
Yes.
Get your cock out.
Big fan of Stuntbrain.
I wanted. Hold on. Because I heard what you said in there, and now I got an issue with you. I want to be on your side, but if you bring it up, I think you need like an example or something, or
6 examples,
or a general feel of why it was so bad.
That's not necessarily true. If you were to say, "I saw this guy do stand up and it was terrible,"
why are you mad?
Because I feel like you're just beating down on him today.
Yes.
Everything he said, you're like fucking coming down on him.
Yeah,
that's right.
I remember every fucking dumb line. There was a special that
It was
stunk.
a horrible fucking special. It was terrible.
Why are you mad?
Yeah, she doesn't like her man to get beat up on.
She's the only one that beats up on Rich.
The lady voices have to be quiet and demure.
I didn't
on
say
your
that.
Oh, pardon me, Opie.
Really?
Come here. Give me a hug, baby.
No, it was. We watched. I don't remember word by word. He had a Christmas sweater.
Can we see some of it somehow?
You don't
Yeah, it's online.
It's a Star Wars Christmas special. Is it better than that? Do you ever see that?
No.
Damn it. Notoriously the worst thing ever
What
done.
happened with Glen Beck? When I was on the show here once.
Give me a kiss.
I was on it. When your other host was here, all I did was... I don't know.
Give us an example.
All I did was ask Anthony something about the Health Care Act from Obama.
Right.
Then Glen Beck went on his fucking show going, see, this is the public. They don't know what's going on. This is how dumb the public is. And he used me as a fucking example.
I remember that.
All right,
So I called Mike. I go, why don't you let me on the show to defend myself with Glen Beck? For some reason, he didn't put me on. All I did was, that's how you learn, is by
You might have
asking.
dodged a bullet there, Rich.
That's how you learn. You ask. I go, what am I missing? I said to Anthony, what am I missing from this? And then he used me as an example. So I'm going, well, why is this guy attacking me? And then we watched his special because his name came up on our show, and it was unwatchable. You put it on.
This is one of them.
This is. No,
this isn't the one.
This isn't the one.
Well, that's Larry the Cable Guy.
Same number of jokes.
So, this guy went after me for no reason at all. And, so we played.
So you've
his
been
part.
holding a grudge.
Yeah.
No,
you watched his special with angry eyes.
Well, we did it on our radio show. It was
You
fun.
cried some tears.
No,
Yeah, it's he's probably not a good stand-up. I would.
He's not a stand-up.
Yeah,
and
so-
I find it very interesting that the Jewish guy would attack the Christmas special.
Oh, yeah, really?
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, if it was a Hanukkah special, I'd attack it because it wasn't special.
Well, it wasn't
Attaboy.
supposed to be comedy. It was probably, if it was the Christmas sweater, it was the telling of a Christmas story of redemption and renewal. And that was definitely not
Great fodder for comedy.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear Christmas redemption and renewal.
Yeah, that sounds
comedy special.
That
I'll
sounds
tell you
horrible.
this, there was no diversity in that audience.
It was unbelievable.
I would like. That said, I still don't think he should have been
Did
suspended.
you find
for
jokes,
that.
Eric?
No.
No.
E-Rock, come on, pep up a little in the morning. Be happy.
We're still trying to find the jokes. Hey, Stuntbrain, the other thing is, where are you at with these people endorsing Trump after they trash him?
Yeah, that always bothers me.
Oh, good.
After you've attacked somebody for 6 months on the campaign trail, then you go, I said I'm sorry afterwards.
I fucking hate that shit.
It just shows you the duplicity that's brought Trump to the forefront, that everybody goes, see, we told you, they're liars.
But they're all shit, and that's exactly why.
Well, there's two examples over the weekend. Rubio is, basically kissing Trump's ass, more or less, because he's endorsing him and getting behind him. But also Jerry Brown did the same fucking thing with Hillary Clinton, and everyone knows back in '92 that Jerry Brown was not about the Clintons whatsoever.
Hey, but you know what, though? I mean, not to defend one side over the other, but '92, Rubio was talking shit like two weeks ago.
That's true. Thursday.
Well, if you saw, though, when Jerry Brown was making a run there, he went after him really hard. I just think the thing to do is to just keep your mouth shut.
Don't forget, though, she didn't have any political experience in '92. Like, she hadn't been Secretary of State or a senator.
I guess maybe you could change your mind, all these years later.
But Jerry Brown's policies seem to fall more in line with Bernie Sanders if you look at them just on paper.
Right.
So that's what disturbed me more than anything. That's when I went, wait a minute, is there a deal here for something else? Is there a cabinet position for Jerry Brown or some sort of...
Sounds to me like gerrymandering.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
And if it's Brown, flush it down. It seems like it's he's just doing it just to... Because she needs California,
absolutely,
to make Bernie
typical
seem
carpetbagger.
But the people are saying, Rubio obviously, hates Clinton more, but he does not like Trump whatsoever.
Yeah.
No, but
I think it's just, you keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. He needs Trump if he wants to get reelected because he didn't plan on running again, and now it looks like he's going to have to run for the Senate.
Wasn't it like Jimmy just?
Jimmy was trying to throw something out.
Jimmy
I didn't mean to
missed.
do that. You made the shot, but it wasn't going in.
It bounced off the top of the
bounced off the top lid.
Sound like a bomb went off. All right.
You thought the lid would collapse and take your ice. Go ahead, Stuntbrain.
I'm just saying Rubio needs to run for office again. He hadn't planned on it, so he's going to need Trump. And that's why
didn't even Trump encourage him to run again?
Sorry?
Trump encouraged him to run again. Like, Trump spoke publicly about Rubio should run again.
Well, this is where Trump is kind of...
But he's a phony, too. Trump's a phony to a point, too.
For doing that, yeah.
He took his shots, calling him Little Rubio, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, how he's incompetent.
Little Marco, sorry, Little Marco.
He's a lightweight.
But Trump's the one who never backs down. That's his thing, and everybody else has to just pretend to like him all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Here we got Glen Beck. Looks like he's doing some, at least mime work, maybe.
We still can't find it.
Yeah, it's not a comedy show.
Lewis found it first before.
They did one comedy show in Utah years ago, and it was not him performing. He brought in a bunch of, clean comics, like Jeff Allen.
Oh, yeah. He's a good guy.
Oh,
yeah.
He's a great guy. He works a lot.
He's a Christian comic.
Yep, and he's a real funny guy too. He does a lot of just straight up family situations.
He's like a scratch golfer too.
And he's a very good golfer. But yeah, so
how often do you think he golfs?
Jeff did 15 minutes.
Anything else, Stuntbrain?
That's it. It's going to be interesting next week. We'll have fun next Tuesday, I guess, is California, the big day. There's 5 primaries, but California's the only one worth watching.
And that's, Tuesday.
Is it too late for anybody else to jump in the race as a Republican?
Well, this guy...
David French, the guy that Bill Kristol wants to run. Well, last week, French, who's a decorated war vet, came out, and he's also a lawyer, came out and said to open letter, Mitt Romney, please run. We need someone who can save us. And Romney wasn't going to do it. And now Kristol looks like he's pushing for French to get in. I don't think there's a snowball's chance in hell, and the libertarians are out there too with 11% right now.
What's happening?
Gary Johnson.
If he gets 15% in the 5 polls leading up to the debates, they have to put him on the stage.
Right.
And that would almost hand it to Hillary.
And CNN put Gary Johnson on last night.
Yeah, he's good. He's an interesting guy.
He's not bad.
In his vice presidential pick,
Bill Weld,
former Massachusetts governor.
Ah, yes. Any relation to Tuesday? Comment.
Massachusetts knows Bill Weld very well.
Yeah, Yeah, you have two governors, and they both were in notoriously blue states, but got elected as,
that's sad.
conservatives.
Right.
Sad states. They, but they're like almost between Trump and Hillary. They're like in the center, right?
Yeah, well,
More centrist. Guy who just wanted to hear his own voice chiming in with nothing.
in economics, yes, but they're socially a lot more liberal than anybody could ever expect. As a matter of fact, Johnson said, and the story's on the Blaze, he is 73% in agreement with Bernie Sanders. So that's kind of a
That's cool. And that's not an annoying number to pick either. 73%.
I am exactly
73%. Yeah, that's where you conservatives need to fucking simmer down a bit.
Yeah.
For people's private lives. Cut the malarkey. Sorry to be so harsh. Hope I don't get suspended.
Well, where are we at with the Mitt Romney rumor? He was supposed to maybe step forward.
Yeah.
They started.
What's that
chatter the last few days?
It seems like it's not happening.
That's good.
That he's
and then
done.
David French isn't going to do shit in this.
Mitt Romney would get his fucking stupid dick kicked in.
Of
I would love him
course.
to step up and
You
try to
think so?
save the day.
Oh,
Trump would maul him.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
I don't
got
know.
no
He stinks.
capital with anybody. Like nobody
No.
cares what he thinks.
Fucking no one cares about Mitt
It's too
Romney.
late. It's just too late for him to get
Yeah,
any
but
traction.
people are running scared, thinking Trump could win this.
He's gonna
And
win
So
this.
that's why they'll just vote for Hillary.
They're trying to
Just
figure it out. They
afraid of
just
that.
can't. They just can't figure out how to get around this Trump thing.
People get so mad if you don't agree with them politically too. It's so funny
it's
how
the
you
worst.
can't.
Breaks up families.
Yeah.
It's the
It
worst.
does? Who are you going to
Sure.
vote for?
Bonnie's just looking for an out. What should I argue
I'm
about?
pro-Hillary.
What's with this Hillary's person who was like her old aide? Was her lawyer kept objecting to any questions? These fucking men. And nobody likes to. It's amazing how like politicians, whenever they get in trouble, all they want to do is hide behind 8 lawyers.
Oh, I know.
They're the fucking worst.
Right.
At least Bernie waves.
With his
good waiver.
arm.
And Bernie's not. He's not leaving.
He's not. He's
going
stay
right to the
all
end.
the way through. Yeah.
Good for him.
And then what does he do?
Bernie's awesome.
What does he do at that point?
Sells ice cream.
Well, he's still got a job in the Senate.
Damn you.
know.
Right.
So if he doesn't.
But does he endorse? Does he endorse Hillary? What does he do with all his people?
Well, he's already gotten. He's gotten some deal struck on what they're going to have for the campaign platform. He's got 3 people on the rules committee, so that'll help out whatever loss happens if he doesn't prevail. And then he will have to make some statement and tell his people to vote for her. But he swears he's going all the way through to this,
Right.
all the way through the convention. And does Hillary? We posted a story yesterday. 70% of the people surveyed, Hillary supporters, if she's indicted, should she keep running? They all said yes. 70% said yeah, even if she's indicted over the emails, which could happen now.
Mike, the email thing. Look, I understand it's a breach. But who gives a fuck?
I agree.
God
So
almighty.
dumb.
And with the level of scumminess
It's
all
all
of
they've
these
got.
people
Right.
are capable of, all of them are fucking shitty and crooked, and with her it's over inappropriate emails. Stop it.
And why is it taking so long for them to decide?
Well, because they blocked the release of emails for years.
It's awful. She's being shady with it, but it's not like she was stealing. She just probably did stuff on a server that wasn't secure.
But why is
And
it?
it was breached, Jimmy. They do have proof that
I'm not saying it wasn't what she did wasn't wrong. But I'm not saying it wasn't stupid or a risk, but it wasn't with the intention of hurting the United States, and it wasn't with the intention of stealing, or it was just, maybe it was a stupid thing, but God, I'm just tired of hearing about
First
it.
of all,
When it comes to presidents, email's pretty new.
Argument. General Petraeus lost his career over one email.
Who was the first president with email?
Yeah, General Petraeus should not have lost his career, and that's the public. And then people should be ashamed of themselves for allowing a general over a fucking affair he had.
And most of the public don't vote. They vote out of emotion, not out of intellect.
That's not true.
I'm sorry. They do. They don't vote out of intellect. They just vote out of emotion.
But when is the decision?
Jimmy's on today.
Oh, I don't know. I just stood up to congratulate myself over a scream well received.
When does the decision come down, though, Stuntbrain? Before they leave her and her stupid emails alone?
It's hard to say. That Inspector General's report last week certainly muddied it up because she thought she was skating through. But when your own State Department has an investigation that says, yeah, this was wrong, this should not have been going on, that certainly didn't make life easy. And that's why, she hasn't had a press conference. Today is the 180th day of no taking questions from the press for Hillary.
That's fine. Who wants to hear what she has to say anyway? It's all sound bites and just awful nonsense. There's nothing to add.
She probably should have taken questions by now, though.
Yeah, but she's not going to add anything honest or new, and the press knows this. Why don't they cut it out?
It just makes people think she's avoiding.
It looks like she's got something to hide.
Right.
Whereas Trump has done 2 in the last 3 days, and he'll answer any question.
Well,
so will Bernie.
He's got to slow down a little bit on the other end, though.
Well, somewhere in the middle is reality, I guess, or a reasonable expectation of access to a candidate, and we certainly don't have that from her, and we have too much information from Mr. Trump, some would say.
Sometimes he'll talk and I'll yell, TMI, TMI.
All right, Stuntbrain, what are you working on the Blaze? Anything we could push these people toward?
Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to do a piece on a New Jersey cop, a former vet who can't get a concealed carry permit, and do an interview with his lawyer today. And I'm hosting the Blaze Radio for Buck Sexton today from noon to 3.
Nice.
If you're out there. So
real
happy to have you along.
Cool. I look forward to my front page story on the Blaze. Jim Norton tour extended. Very popular in the conservative community.
This is breaking news. Is this a scoop you've just given us?
I certainly have. It's breaking news.
All right.
All right, Mikey.
Congratulations. Thanks, guys.
See you, buddy.
Thank you, Mike.
Boss, call me. We'll play golf. Come on.
I will. It's just, we're so
Settle
far
down.
apart. We're so far apart. I want to. Callaway sent me a new set of clubs. Fucking Callaway. They're the
I thought he
best.
died.
More plugs, please.
Thinking of cab and shit.
I know what you're thinking. Thank you, Stuntbrain. All right, we got Rich Vos and Bonnie McFarlane in studio playing the Comedy Shop, Courtyard Marriott in Arlington, New Jersey.
That's
Friday.
just Rich, yeah.
Just Rich.
Friday and Saturday.
And then Saturday in Hamburg, New Jersey.
But next Tuesday.
Sounds delicious.
Next Tuesday's a live. My wife hates me at the Village Underground. Get your tickets. They're going to sell out.
What time do I have to be there?
8 o'clock.
I'm gonna show up and just see if he offers me a guest set, and then we'll see what happens.
I would never not.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, that was...
I'm not gonna do that.
I know.
You heard that, right?
Mm-hmm. What? Oh, no, we're different.
That wasn't too mean, was it?
No.
Okay, all right.
Don't get accomplished because my wife stood up for me. That's what
that's what marriage is supposed to be.
That's what we do. I stood up for her last week, and she yelled at me when I called this club.
Oh, well, okay, because he loves confrontation so much. This guy booked me at a club that he never asked me. I don't know what kind of scam it is. They put your poster up, and then I guess they say you cancel at the last minute.
Really?
What? And then you go and...
That's messed up.
Well, I mean, I had no idea. Somebody sent me like a Facebook page or something. It was like, you're working here. And I was like, I don't know. So anyway, I called my manager, get it straightened out, whatever. But Rich, he likes, this is his thing.
Right.
He gets to yell at someone. So I heard him sort of being sneaky on the phone one day. I knew he was sort of trying to keep his voice down. And
why was he saying, I'm married, this can't get out? To a guy?
He was saying, no, he was having an argument with this. He found the guy's number, called him, and was yelling at the guy on my behalf. Because
That's fair, yeah. What did the guy say? What was his answer?
Well, he said that her management booked her there. He gave me the whole email. I forgot to bring it in. I got the whole email.
Is it?
I didn't read it, but I got he brought it to my club.
You said couldn't wrong.
Excuse me. And but I was sticking up, and then she got mad, and she goes...
I didn't get mad. I just said, do you not have anybody to yell at in your own life? You had to
You said track the guy's number down. Yes, and go find out why I'm being an advertiser. You don't do that stuff because you have social anxiety, remember?
Yeah, I do.
So...
We're not going to break because Joe Piscopo's on the hotline.
Oh, cool.
I thought we were going to break before it, so...
Joseph.
We love Joe Piscopo. Joey!
How are you, brother? I miss you, man. I miss people. I'm getting inundated. You got to go on with Open Jim. You got to go on. I am here. I am live. I got permission
from my station, I had to ask permission, Opie. You know what I'm saying?
This guy's a legend, and he works for a radio station that he has to ask for permission to go on other shows. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's all about respect. But Opie...
Oh, shut up. Where's is your radio show on right now, or you're done at 9?
No, I do 6 to 9, brother. I don't
know.
All right. The morning hours, they're great. But
are you guys brothers?
Yes, we are.
We are brothers. We are brothers from another mother. Hey, Opie, you got to come on the show.
Did you make that up? That's really good.
Yes. You know what, Opie, you got to come on the show, brother.
We're on the same time.
I'll come on for $234,500.
Where you located? In New York?
He's in New York. He does political talk.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think he's running for... What are you running for, Joe? What...
You and I, listen, my friend. You know, I'm so. I learned.
He's on The Answer.
Listen, it is. It's AM 970, The Answer. And we love it.
Ooh, The Answer.
All the time. I love it, though. I love it. I'm living for it. And yeah, they say, well, you run for office, but you know what they're going to do? They're going to drag out the old Opie tapes, the old Opie the Anthony tapes, and then I'll be done. Because what we did on the air, Mom.
You haven't done anything terrible on the air.
You think that's really what's going to bring you down?
No, I don't think so at all.
Okay.
I really don't think so. I don't think. But listen, that's why I love Donald Trump. You can do anything now. Everything's acceptable.
Joe, hold on, Joe. You're going crazy. What happened? So your old bookkeeper got sentenced to prison.
Listen to this. Is this only me?
Everyone is screwing Joe Piscopo over.
Out of money.
No. Listen,
nannies, ex-wives, new girlfriends, old girlfriends, and now a bookkeeper.
And I didn't even have a baby with this guy. You know what I'm saying? At least it's somebody.
Joe loves to get women pregnant.
Oh boy!
No,
oh my! How old's your youngest?
It's 5 years old. My friend.
And how old is your oldest?
67, actually. It's like, and retired.
He's 30-something, right?
Yeah, Joey's 30.
All right, I rest my case.
Joe's nickname in high school was Fatten Him Up Piscopo.
Wait, do you have grandchildren that are older than your child?
No, it's so funny. What a great question. I do not, and thank God. I don't want to keep having children for crying out loud.
Because it's better for your delusion.
Bonnie's known for great questions.
I'm really good at questions.
Joe,
you're good at the answer, but I'm good at the question.
Joe falls in love quickly and then has to get them pregnant.
Yeah. You know what it is? There's something in his voice. I feel like I want to get pregnant from this guy. Just listening to him.
Yeah, because he sounds like he has a giant Italian penis.
You got a big one, Joe?
Stop.
How big's your piece, Joe? Let's get into this a little bit.
Stop. You are so...
There's nothing wrong with that. The answer would like to know.
Absolutely.
We will have complaints about this conversation. I'm trying to keep it on the up and up.
Okay, how about this? The bookkeeper. What happened?
Keep it on the up and up, Joe.
I'm thinking he's got girth. I'm thinking 6 inches with a bit of girth.
Listen. So I had this guy, and I had a business manager. So
you had a guy?
No, listen. The bookkeeper runs away. He's filtering money away.
Yeah.
Like over a matter of 4 years, he money away. Before I turned around, it's like $250,000. And it's like, what am I like George Clooney over here?
Where'd you catch him at the Chicago airport? Then you're in the back going, "Do you think you were going to steal my money and get away with it?"
No,
you're going to die tonight.
He knew you were distracted by all that young pussy, Joe.
No, stop it.
He knew. He knows.
I got eyes on eyes. I'm Italian.
You don't have eyes on eyes.
I got eyes on eyes, man. So we had my girl, actually the mother of my little baby girl, it works for me, and she's the one who spotted it, and we got it.
How'd she see it? She just noticed that certain bills seemed kind of fishy, or?
Yeah, look, you know that. They started doing these really ridiculous amounts, like these off amounts, so you can't catch it. But she caught it. Thank God.
What was the ridiculous amount? Like a small one or a large one?
Yeah, no, small. It would be like $1,200 for 45 cents or something that would be stupid that really wouldn't catch your eye. But you know what the thing is? So they come to you. Listen to me. They come to you. They go like this.
We're listening.
Listen, we're going to lock up the mother. There was a couple that did it, so we're going to lock up the mother, and then we're going to send her to jail. And I couldn't allow it, so I said to the prosecutor. He went to the prosecutor. Opie, listen to me. Jim, listen to me. I'm telling you.
Oh, we're listening, Joe.
I said, you can't.
They've taken their headphones off, Joe. They're not even in the room anymore.
Why can't you lock up the mother too?
Yeah,
she's a mom.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what?
Help me out. I couldn't. You met Al, and they were all over me on my radio show too. I couldn't do it because she was the mother of children. I couldn't.
Who cares? Who cares what fell out of a box? She's a thief.
I got your back on that, Joe.
Wait, is she a thief? I don't know if she is.
Yeah, we don't know.
No. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't do it. So the guy goes in earlier this week, and he goes in. They said 3 years in the pen, not the federal pen, the state penitentiary. He's got 3 years. This guy's going in.
A year and a half, good behavior.
If somebody stole my money, I'd want them both beheaded in front of their kids to teach them a lesson. Fuck that. If they did she steal or no?
Yeah, absolutely, she did.
Oh,
matter of fact,
Joe, you're too trusting.
I think she's the culprit.
Yeah, but
Joe, you're a boo.
Joe, deep down subconsciously,
Put a baby in her.
He's probably, he's probably attracted.
By his kid.
Attracted to her.
No, please. And you know what killed me? I had them at my house, in my room, where my children play with their toys. I had them in my house.
I got it figured out, Joe. You send him away, and now you get her.
That's the way you get him back. You stick it right where the duty comes out.
You're going to fatten her up.
Opie, we want to hear, Jim, will you help me out here? And Jim, you're always welcome on the show because, you perform every weekend. God bless you. We love what you're doing. You're welcome on the show anytime.
Thank
we want
you.
to hear the political views of Opie. People are asking for you to come on the program. You got to come on.
They hear him when they listen to our show, Joe.
Yeah, so you take 5 minutes. You don't take 5 minutes. You do take a 5-minute break.
Do you really love the Trump still?
Yeah, you know what? Who else are you going to vote for? Tell me something. Who else are you going to vote for?
Jerry Shepherdini?
Yep.
No, come on. No, you're going to, maybe, you know what? Bernie, I love Bernie. You got to love Bernie. You're a New York guy. You got to love Bernie. But Donald's the only one. I mean, I don't know what else to do. People, they're going after this guy like it's crazy. And you know Donald. You know this guy. He's a great guy. So I think, that's
Is he a great guy?
We've had him on a few times.
He always would go on your show. Have you had him on?
His wife also pleaded guilty to theft. And is expected to be sentenced to 3 years probation.
Probation, yeah. That was me.
Joe, you're never going to learn your lesson.
You got to put Joe's before the hose.
I know. What kind of Italian am I? I know what you're thinking.
Do you still drive by your old house that you can't go in?
Why? His ex-wife took it?
Dude, Joe Piscopo's story is brutal.
I have to watch what I say because I hear they play the audio.
Yeah, our tapes ended up in his court case.
No, really?
Good, I'm just happy someone's listening.
I went off when you guys went off, and I have to tell you, and you're listening.
He drives by his old house. He can't go in it. That's his SNL house.
Yeah.
He can't go in his SNL house.
No. That was the first wife. Wait a minute. You got to kiss your wife.
So how many?
Well, then he was with the nanny and wrote a song called Kimberly.
That was actually a really nice song.
It was.
Do we
nice.
have any of that? That's a great song.
Too bad it didn't work out. Let me play it for
Joe,
Doug Benson and Bonnie McFarlane and Rich Voss.
I feel at home among family and friends.
This is when he starts sleeping with the nanny.
We're going to rock it.
No.
That's a good song.
Joe goes, no.
That was Harry. Oh, my God.
Playing the piano. You look good.
No, but that's Howard's thing. That's doing Fred Norton.
This was on the Stern Show, yes, but it transcends radio stuff.
It sure does.
Yeah, please. And now I'm still paying that.
It's good, Joe.
Do I get residuals on this? Can I send this?
Joe, be quiet. We're listening to you say.
I'm listening to my new shit, right?
Don't know what to say. You know I need you, girl. Desperately.
Fred Norris actually sings.
Very good. It's a good two-key piano song, too.
It looks like a singing Geico commercial.
He goes, I need you, Kimberly. What happened to Kimberly for the guys in the room that don't know? I know.
I gotta come into the studio for that one, boys.
That one fell apart.
So wait, can I just get a quick timeline? So you're on SNL, you get married, you have an affair with the nanny, you get divorced, you lose your house. Now you're living in a new house with the nanny. The nanny fucks you over, you lose that house.
Mm-hmm. Are you asking me?
I'm asking Joe.
Oh. And then,
you know what? In a nutshell, it was his first marriage. That was Saturday Night Live. And then it was. I didn't really run off with the nanny. Let me clarify, if I may, my dear friend. Mm-hmm. I didn't run off with the nanny. Did she at one point babysit for my son Joey? Yes, that is the truth. I can't deny those facts. But then we met years later when she was what? Legal. Okay.
Boo.
Make sure I verify that, for crying out loud.
Coward.
But you know what? Guys, think about it. 17 years we were together. 17 years. But boy, I tell you, I'm paying for it now, brother. Let me tell you something. I am paying for it now. It's like, but you know what? When somebody come up to me, they ask me for an autograph. They'll have a picture of me and Kimberly, and I ask myself, was it worth it? And you know what I say? Yeah, it was worth it. So what am I going to say? What am I going to get upset?
Do you have kids with Kimberly?
He has kids all over the place.
Yeah. He has kids with Laura Bush.
How many kids do you have? Oh, look at her. Is that her? Is that the maid?
That's Joe.
The maid. You mean the nanny?
The nanny. Is that the nanny?
Well, I don't know. I got
the blonde. She has a. Oh my God, she's smoking.
Well,
that's a terrible habit.
I know. But you know, I gotta say, was it worth it? You know, I mean, listen, we have 3 beautiful children. It's all beautiful.
Oh, God, let me tell you, if you were painting houses, she wouldn't piss on you.
That's a shame.
You know, how many kids you up to, Joe?
Oh, she's beautiful.
5 children. 5
Good
children.
for you. Good for him.
I'm not
He's got
gonna,
5.
I think, boys, I think I got a couple more in me. So what do you think?
He's
we
fucking
do that?
ripped.
Yeah.
Huh?
Are you still working out? Do you still work out?
Yeah. I went yesterday.
You know what? I am working out. I'm trying to stay with it. It's harder as you get older. Guys, I'm getting so old, man. But I'm telling you what, I get on the bike. I do light weights.
Can you talk about
Do you
your
put the seat back on yet?
You say what
No.
now? What now?
Can you talk about your workout as I don't know? Let's go with Frank Sinatra.
Damn what? What about the old man?
I want you to talk about your workout routine as Frank Sinatra.
Oh, yeah,
Let's do a little radio. Let's do this, Joe.
But you know, I love to work out, baby. It's a cool thing. I knock it out. I do the weights. It gets me to broads.
No, as Sinatra.
I love it.
How old are you? How old is he?
So unbelievable. You guys go on.
I think he's about 70.
People will call, and they're going to say to me, and they'll say to me tomorrow, why do you bother going on to the show? And Opie, you know I love you. Then I got to say this. This is the caveat that I say to you listening. When I get the questions tomorrow in the morning on the radio show, why would you go on with those guys? Because when I got stung, I told the story on the air. When I got stung, and there was one of the ex-babysitters, after we're divorced, one of her boyfriends goes to the press, feeds the press a crock of lies. It gets printed. Where did I go to answer those? I was not on the radio myself in my own show. Where did I go?
Well,
Howard Stern?
I think you went to us because Howard said no.
No.
That's usually the case.
No, I did not. I did not call Howard. I went right over into the Lion's Den with you guys. We had a blast. People appreciated it. So I remember that. I don't forget that.
You would have called Eddie Murphy, but he changed his number and you don't have it.
No. Hey, I saw him recently at the Mark Twain Prize where he was at the Kennedy Center. We had a great time, by the way.
Yeah, what did you guys do together?
You know what? It was great to see him. It was great to see him. All those guys were there. Did you see that special, Jim? That was like
I did not know.
But did you and Eddie get to hang finally?
We did. When George Lopez was there and Chris Rock and Tracy Morgan. It was like the Mount Rushmore of comedy. It was like unbelievable over there. Nick, I don't know what I was doing there. I know that's what you're going to say.
How come you're not in any of his movies? You're a good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't ask. I'm not one of those guys. It's like I'm not one of those guys.
I'm not either. I beg. I went right past asking.
I just saw you in the movie. What was it, Jim?
Spider-Man?
No.
Trainwreck?
No.
Mr. Hands?
Correspondent.
Ricky Gervais,
yeah.
But you're going to say Dead Heat. I know you're going to say Dead Heat, one of the all-time classic favorites. Thank you for asking. Thank you very much.
Do you stay in touch with Michael Keaton?
I never met him.
No.
Johnny Dangerously?
No.
Oh, right.
Rumor has it. You ready for this rumor? They're going to do a Broadway musical, Johnny Dangerously, the Broadway musical. How funny is that? It's actually not a bad idea.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That's going to be. But so maybe what am I going to do? I'll be a grip on the Great White Way. I mean, but they should be able to do that. Hey, but you got to. I'm going to press this. My producer's calling rolling. You got to come on the show. We'll talk.
All right. Next time I have a little day off. You work Fridays? I'm not working many Fridays.
You're booking this Friday.
Well, this Friday we're working because we got to get a couple shows in this week.
Let me tell you guys too, and I have to tell you, and I want to say to folks listening to you, I found the numbers.
We had a problem there. Joe's a good guy.
Yeah, we love Joe.
He got cut off.
Yeah,
he got cut off.
How old is he? Does anybody know?
I'm going to guess he's 65. That's a guess.
Wow.
Oh, is he younger than that? When was he on
he's
SNL?
64. He's 64.
He was on 80 to 84, I think.
Born in 51.
Born in 51.
I was totally 64. I was right.
He's going to be 65 this year.
So I was correct.
In 2 weeks.
Jesus.
Oh, we lost the connection. His birthday's coming up.
In high school, I was voted most likely to guess correctly.
Joe.
Well, I'm so sorry. That was
I don't know what happened. You're going to be 65 this year, Joe.
But you got got to tell that. Now you see me with a young broad. She'll never go out with me once you say that on the air.
That's why she's going out with you.
Huh?
That's why she is. She likes the. You're an older, experienced man. A lot of women like that, Joe.
And we're looking at pictures of you ripped online.
Did you
ripped?
Did you compete as a bodybuilder?
No, I
No,
never. Oh.
and no steroids for the record. Never did any competition, but I loved it. And no steroids at all. Hey, but listen, I wanted to tell you before you cut me off. Listen,
I didn't cut you off, Joe.
Listen, I found the radio voice on with you guys, and Howard. I love Howard, a friend for 100 years. But it was on you guys when we had that little thing, and I went on to answer the press. I was so organic. We were so honest, and that's what I take. We do it in a political voice, but I wanted to thank you for that. People think I'm nuts for talking to you guys. I thank you for that. I found the voice there, and I invite you on my show. You got to come on.
All right, we'll figure something out, Joe.
I'd love to go. I'd be delighted to go on.
Stop getting girls.
Huge.
Stop getting girls pregnant, and you should have threw the wife in jail, man. It was up to you.
Have them whacked. Have them whacked. All call you next time it happens to me, all right?
They took $250,000 from you.
Yeah. Do you think you were going to steal my money and get away with it? I'm going to have a nice hot meal. I'm going to find your wife, and I'm going to kill her, too.
What movie is that?
Midnight Run.
Hey, Opie, love you, man.
One other question for real. Where are you at with your love life?
You know what?
You got a new girl?
No.
You know what? I got to come in the studio and tell you all about it. I can't tell it over the phone, but
why?
It's like,
what's the secret?
People listen. You don't understand. You have listeners. You think we just talk like it's just you and me. They listen.
Well, that's what we've been doing. We're about to go live. We're going to go on the air now.
Right. We're going to start our phone call.
This has just been a fun chat.
I'll keep you posted. I promise.
I'm looking at a nice picture of you, and I think it's you, Robin Williams, and Eddie Murphy.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, back in the day. My God, back in the day.
Is that Robin in the middle? I can't really see. It looks like. Am I wrong?
Wow, look at that picture.
That's a nice shot.
Look at you, Joe.
I know. I look at it now. Now I know I need plastic surgery. Now I'm working on it. I got to get going. Do the whole thing. Plugs and surgery. Opie, it's time. What can I tell you?
That's a great picture.
All right. It looks like you're with a new lady. Congratulations to Joe Piscopo on that.
I call her my SSO, sometimes significant other. You know what? And
cool.
That's great. That's great.
Yes, I use that too, but I say SS officer.
Yeah. Hey, I love you guys, and thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I'll see you soon. Opie, I'll talk to you on the air. Jim, you're welcome anytime as well.
Thank you, Joe.
We love Joe Piscopo.
What about Bonnie?
Take care. Thanks, Bonnie. Yeah, anytime. Absolutely.
Bonnie McFarlane's an author, and she's a filmmaker.
Hey, Joe. Bonnie, I've been listening to you on the show. You sound great, Bonnie, too.
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm about 15.
Yay. Old lady.
Yeah. I'm kidding. I jest. Okay.
Joe, could you take us out as one of your many characters? Surprise us with one. Maybe.
No. As soon as I do it, you'll cut me off.
No, we won't.
How about a little?
Can I ask him for one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Doug Benson got a request.
Do the guy from Jersey.
No, I'm not.
Guy from Jersey. You're like, I'm from Jersey. You say that a lot.
Yeah.
No, I won't.
How about what does he do? Dangerfield, I think? You do Rodney.
Let's just tell everybody to tune in.
No, do it as a character.
Does he do Trump?
Opie talking politics.
Who do you do? Honestly,
Springsteen?
I'm not messing with you.
Yeah, do a character. Do all this as a character.
Southside Johnny.
You guys are so funny. You're going to cut me off.
We're not going to cut you off.
Even if we did, it wouldn't be a big deal. You're right. It's not like there's a fucking finger at stake.
Bonnie, hopefully.
If I had a pussy, you would trust me. Jesus, Joe. Just do a character.
Exactly. You can trust them.
Is that how you get the ladies into bed? You do some character and then they can't stop.
He does shooby dooby dooby and they just pop it in their mouth.
Stop it. You guys are bad. Stop it.
Do it as a Jersey guy.
Yeah, do one of your characters.
Which character?
Whichever one you want. Characters are stupid.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what are you going to do? Jim, help me out here. What are we
Give me one of your best. I don't know. Let's.
You know what? When we go out on the road, you look online, JoePiscopo.com.
Do you do Letterman? Do Letterman.
Oh, he does Letterman.
Yeah, I don't know. Just do whoever you want.
Yeah, do Letterman.
Letterman. Do you miss Letterman? I miss Letterman.
Letterman. What would it be like if he were here talking about Trump?
All right, you're going to cut me off.
No, we're not.
We're having more fun than humans should be allowed. Phone the neighbors, wake the kids. This is an extravaganza you don't want to miss.
Holy fuck.
There it is.
That's very good.
Letterman, That's like
that was young
perfect.
Letterman.
That's very good.
That's perfect.
Do Rich Little doing Carson.
Yeah.
We did Sinatra.
Joe, you're on a roll. Who else could you do? Who else could you do right now on the spot? That was perfect. Now we're on to something.
No, you won't. I'll do that. Listen, I'll tell you
I'm trying to remember all your characters. Rodney, maybe?
Yeah. here, we got to do.
Do Johnny Depp with a cell phone.
Yeah, I don't know about Johnny Depp. What do you think about that? I mean, that's like ridiculous, huh? I mean, come on. I mean, anyway, I could do.
That's your great bit.
I like that he asked
Hey,
questions.
what do you think of that? I mean, come on. What are you going to do?
You know what? I could do Frank Sinatra, and then you can cut me off as we go. I'll hold the note for you. All right?
All right, go ahead.
All right. This is it, and then you can go out on this.
All right.
The way the old man would hold the note longer than anybody else. It's what I do on stage, by the way. We're doing a lot of comedy shows. Jim, we're going to ask you to come join us.
His shows must take forever.
I know. No, go ahead, Joe. We're all listening. We're not going to cut you off.
Tote that barge, lift that bell. You get a little drunk and you land in jail. I get weary. There it is, the old man right there, all right? Goodbye. That's it. Goodbye.
Bye, Joe. Well done.
I love you guys.
Great Phil Hartman impression.
The great Joe Piscopo.
Bye, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Bye, Bonnie. Bye.
See you, buddy.
Bye, Jim.
He's a lovely guy.
Bye.
There he goes, Joe.
I got to tinkle soon.
Yeah, let's take a leak.
He's terrific.
Joe Piscopo.
Yeah.
God, 234 G's. And he's forgiving the wife.
That's a lot of money, but it's not. Like, I guess after Dane, any amount you hear is like going to pale in comparison. 234 is a lot of money.
That's a lot for Joe.
What did Dane get?
I heard 10 million. I've heard. I've heard different figures. Yeah, that was 10 or 11 million actually.
Fuck.
Yeah, stadium money.
Yeah,
Jesus.
That's arena tour money.
Definitely a few mil.
He got some back, I think.
At the very least.
Rich takes money from me and says it's for taxes.
Rich, what are you doing? Yeah, when she goes, I take some out for taxes. I got to pay taxes at the end of the year. She goes, why do I have to pay?
I shouldn't have to pay.
I'm not going to pay your fucking taxes.
Well, you are married.
Oh.
Jim Norton's got a whole bunch of shows that went on sale while we were away.
Yeah, just go to jimnorton.com. I'm coming out to the Hamptons on June 11th, and then a bunch of stuff. I'm finally in Oklahoma, Fargo, Columbus, Orlando, Atlanta, Salt Lake City. Albert, just go to my website and get my dates. They're all selling out.
Nice. And Doug Benson.
Lying.
Yeah, I'm going to a lot of those places too. You got some good cities in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it? That's your plug?
DougLovesMovies.com is where the whole list of dates is for me.
Gathering of the Juggalos, I'm doing that.
You are?
I am, yeah. I've done it before. It was really fun. July.
Very cool.
Doing what?
Gathering of the Juggalos. Those guys are maniacs, but they're good crowds. Oh, in Pittsburgh. I'm coming back to Pittsburgh.
Damn. All right.
Do you have to do anything different for that crowd, or
no?
You just
not
do
at
your
all.
thing?
They're great.
Nice.
Next Tuesday, live show, Village Underground. Get your tickets at the Comedy Cellar website. Comedy Cellar website.
It's a big show!
All right, we're back. I think we're losing Rich Voss because he has to pinch a loaf, as he
I just gotta
said.
go to the bathroom. Here's the thing with my stomach.
Yeah?
Got a lot of coming.
I don't have, no, I saved
This
it.
is good. This is exciting stuff right here.
Here's the thing with your stomach. Yes, I'm with you.
I
Let's
don't
go.
know what it is. Like, once it hits me, it's hard to hold in.
Well, that's with everybody.
Is that a mean
it
thought?
Did you?
It's interesting. It hits you doing a radio show though, because usually
I do this so much. Doug.
Do you
It
ever
doesn't
have to
mean
take a
anything to
shit
me.
while you're on stage? Does it hit you while you're doing your act?
I've taken shits on stage many times.
When you woke up this morning, did you go to the bathroom?
Just little droplets.
Oh, see, within.
I accidentally walked in on him wiping. It was awful.
Why?
Really bad.
Oh no! Why does he stand up on the toilet when he does it?
How does he wipe?
Puts his ass towards the door.
No,
it was looking.
How does he wipe? He
First of all,
sticks
he was
his
like
ass
looking
out?
all the way back, which you don't need to look.
I can't turn my body. I got to
And
You look at the toilet paper, right?
gosh.
No.
Always.
No.
That's
do
when
the
you know
toilet
you're
paper.
done. So you get that one wipe that's nice and clean. You're like, all right, I could go
No,
now.
I take a wet towel, and I clean my ass after I wipe.
I smell the
I
toilet
does
paper.
not do that.
A wet
Yes, I do.
towel, like
Why don't
one
you
that's
get-
going to get washed and reused.
Because
Get baby wipes.
this is
No.
what it looks like when I go in there. This is a towel just sitting there.
Oh
the
my God!
corner
You
like
get-
that.
Oh God!
Oh, she's got paper curled up like let me say, like a fish. fist.
So you
Just
can
how he gets in there, yeah.
She gets mad.
A towel
Then
fist.
I see that laying around. I'm like,
Like
what
the hotel
the?
maids.
She gets mad.
It's in the shape of a fist.
She gets mad because when I take after I'm done in my bathroom.
Do you really use a wet towel?
I take my
Please
old
don't
underwear.
tell people this because it's
No,
just
this is the-
horrible.
Is this horrible?
Go ahead.
I
This is
take
the
my
best
old
stuff, though.
underwear that I just took off and I wipe off the counters on the sink and stuff in the mirror.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's
He
nothing wrong
uses
with
his
that.
underwear to
That's
wipe down his.
fucking weird.
Yeah, your underwear that you wore for.
Yes, his
a
dirty underwear
period of
now
time.
is wiping.
I do weird shit, but that one's a weird one.
That's why we have separate bathrooms.
What if you have like a little action in your underwear?
I don't have that.
Never have action.
Never.
You never sweat? Your ass doesn't sweat at all?
Not everything is obvious. It might be some smells and some
Yeah, you ever sit in something?
invisible stuff.
No.
You wipe the counter with your used underwear?
Just on the. No, I don't turn it inside
I don't
out.
know. That I mean, I use my.
He uses the clean side.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I clean his bathroom every year on his birthday because it is disgusting. It stinks so
really?
bad.
And I
well, there's
wash
like
down
a
her
code
snatch
of.
once a year. With a power wash.
I mean, I use a sock to clean
So
off the bowl
unnecessary.
after peeing.
I know
so.
it doesn't like. Why? It's always my snatch.
Not always.
Yes, you're-
Just once or twice.
No, but just every time you need a big or smelly reference.
No, her shit is nice.
Oh, stop, please! Really?
Smooth talker.
You're gonna.
Damn, Ritz.
That makes it sound like I'm some like when I get in the car, I'm gonna be like, "You kept telling him my pussy stink, and I didn't like it." And then so you got to at least keep going with the joke. So
You're
you know.
romantic though. Her
No.
shit is nice.
That shit is
That
nice.
shit. Hallmark should fucking jump on that one.
Yeah, your shit is nice.
So what's up with this towel for real? Where's the towel go?
You should get baby wipes, Trish. I'm with you on the
I bought
complaint on
them. I
asshole,
bought
but baby
They're not
wipes are
even
good.
called baby wipes anymore. They're just called wipes.
We got tons of wipes at home.
That's the way to go.
And what are you going to do when you
Use
go
one.
here? They don't have
Flushable
towels
wipes?
here.
I wet the napkins.
We'll do that at home.
No, I wet the
How mushy
Paper
is your
towel.
shit?
Oh my
towels.
god!
How
That's
mushy is it?
You gotta warn
I don't
your
like
ass.
your-
You gotta clean your ass out because later in the day you sweat, like you said, you'll start
Swamp
itching.
ass.
So you clean it. I get it up. I sometimes I try to get it as clean as I can.
No, take a picture. Relax.
Oh no, I don't want these fucking
He
monkeys.
sometimes takes a.
I'm taking a picture of your hat. What are you doing?
Yeah, he just wants to show everybody that you joined the Adjustment Bureau.
Yeah.
See, don't you be funny. I don't know what's wrong with these Twitter people.
Is it that you just want something up your ass? Like, so that's like a good excuse, like morally or
that's what he does with a cock.
Yeah. It's a rolled up beach towel he shoves up there.
He's like, I used your dildo to clean my ass out.
That's true. I wet it with lubricant.
Don't act like it's my dildo that I let you borrow.
It's fucking gross. You use a wet towel. That's gross.
To clean your ass.
I do gross shit.
I had to
but that
clean
one's
this ass
bad.
in comedy.
Yeah, but
That's
where's
what
the
I'm known
towel
for.
go? Do you throw it in the hamper at least?
No, I use it a couple times.
Good boy.
What? Like it's got four corners.
I rinse it out. I rinse it out.
Where does it go?
No, you gotta eat the baby. You don't need a towel, Rich.
Where does it go between
Baby
dogs?
Towel, rag.
I understand that, but I'm saying baby wipes work.
You're not
It's
gonna
definitely
make
not a
this make
towel
sense.
anymore after you've done that.
What's that?
You're not going to make this make sense. That's
fuzzy
fucking
hat.
Are you
gross.
kidding me?
hate
What
your
happened
fuzzy
before
hat.
baby wipes?
I think the reason he doesn't like.
I would wet the
tongue.
You can never stammer or pause in this show ever. I would wet the toilet paper a little bit.
No,
Sure.
what he
in the old days.
The thing that he needs, or the part that he likes, is having something go up his ass.
Oh, you
so he
go
can't-
in.
Yes,
That's
he
not
goes.
true.
Jimmy goes in too.
That's
goes
why I
up
go in. It
there.
feels.
Jimmy
I
goes
wrap
in.
it around my finger and I dig in my. I really do
He
gently,
does. How-
not hard. It doesn't
how-
hurt.
How
but
far up? One knuckle?
As far as a finger will go in.
You don't go that high.
No, not all the way. My ass is clean for the same reason Rich is.
I just take care of the outside. I'm good.
I want my asshole clean.
good.
So do I.
I
You
like my
never
ass
know
eaten.
If you slip and someone has to eat your ass out that day.
I've had my ass eaten. It's immaculate. They love my ass.
It's not cheating if somebody eats his ass, is it?
I
Because
would
you don't
love
want
it
to
if
do
somebody
it.
did some of the heavy lifting.
That towel thing's gross. I want to move on, but
it's a little
where's
awful.
the towel go?
It's not a towel.
Yeah, where
it's
does it
it's
sit?
a dish
You
rag.
said towel.
It's a dish rag. It's a
not
face
dish-
cloth.
I mean a face cloth.
And where does that go?
Ass cloth.
One I keep in my shower in case I poo and then go take a shower. Then I'll clean it up. And the other one stays on my sink.
And no one else uses that bathroom.
Huh?
It's your private bathroom?
I'll tell you a true story.
Oh, he's very excited. This can't be good.
We were okay. What we were having when we were doing our last pilot, the whole production crew was at our house and everybody. So this one of the director had to use the bathroom. Well, the night before, I ate chocolate.
You had a doozy?
No, the night before I had chocolate ice cream, and I left a spoon with chocolate in my bathroom.
Right.
So he went and used the bathroom, and I think he thought that I scooped my ass out of the spoon instead of using toilet paper. That's a good one.
That was funny.
The old
funny,
shit
relax.
spoon. The old shit spoon.
All right. Well, that's unusual.
I don't know.
So you got to go pinch a loaf?
Nah.
I use baby wipes. As soon as
Well,
they
we have
invented
all
that
those baby
shit,
wipes. Maybe I'll
I
try
was
the baby
done.
wipes.
Nice.
Maybe after you use the baby wipes, then use the tissue again to dry it off. Right?
Yeah, some of the times.
All right. I don't do shit humor. I'm against it. Like I never. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
On stage.
Is there a bit about shitting at the funeral parlor? I don't know.
No.
Do you?
No, like I don't just do that kind of humor. I think it's bathroom humor. I don't do it. But this is.
If you knew what scatological was, you'd say that. I want to stab you right now for this fucking statement you're giving. Shit humor's beneath me. Stop it.
It's okay to do.
It's not.
You guys love to talk about poops and shits. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't do
Yeah,
that.
that's what you're saying. It's
What's
okay to talk about poop and stuff. Not every day,
But yeah, but yeah,
it depends on the joke.
He'll ask somebody in the audience, I remember when there was a woman and her daughter in the audience, he goes, who's tighter? Which is, I think, way classier than poop humor.
I got a great shit joke I do. I'll say something to the audience. I'll be like, it's a good joke. And I'll say something like, I was looking for the bathroom. Tried to take a shit so big it was like a sub sandwich.
Hilarious. Originated by Joe Piscopo.
You love Joe Piscopo? That was your first time with Joe on the show.
Yeah, that was my first time with Joe. He reminds me of someone, and I can't figure out who it is. I mean, I do know who it is, but I don't know the guy's name. I can't remember. Another comedian.
So you got to go pinch a loaf, as you said, Rich?
No, it's
you're good
gone.
now?
It's gone. Bobby's got to change his party.
Why? I just got his invite. Now he's changing it.
Didn't you get the text? I just got it.
Today? Well, now I'm distracted. All right, whatever. I think the alligator's fake.
So do I.
No, it's
There's
not.
no alligator that big.
You could get so many shoes out of that one. They ought to kill it. Go ahead. Back to you guys.
Throw a kid at it.
Whole set of luggage.
Do you really think that's real?
I think
it's walking like a real alligator. It's probably a green screen or something.
No, I think the alligator's real. Sorry, but not in this scenario. I think they
zoomed in.
They put him in this scenario. As we watch it.
Right there. Back up.
I played
back
that
up.
golf course.
Back up.
I wish you were playing it right at that moment. Back up.
Is that your wish?
Is it?
It is.
Back up. I'll show you how it's fake.
You're going to bust the
freaking alligator I have ever seen.
Right there. A human head poked out of the alligator.
What?
Mouth.
What?
A human head?
Oh, you fucking got us.
I don't know.
Your acting's going to be better.
Thank you.
Because you had me on that.
It looks
15 feet long.
I don't know. The way the sun is shining off its back, it's pretty consistent, but...
Oh, God. Jim.
No, meaning watch it by the tail. By the tail.
Oh, yeah, I see
It's a good effect if they faked it.
Alligator suit.
Nah, that's fake.
Why?
The way that it just keeps turning towards the sun. There's something bullshit.
Get next to it for perspective.
With it.
Why would anyone walk over, that close to it?
It doesn't look like a... do they run fast? Do he run fast?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah, they run.
They run up to 2 miles an hour.
Why is he going so slow now?
Well, he's walking.
He's just chilling.
Playing a hole.
And why wouldn't they have more footage of this thing?
Monster.
Finally leaving the golf
This is
course.
bullshit.
Why does the video stop right there?
Right there. Look, stop it. The fucking alligator, as soon as he goes over the hill, he gets into a car and he drives off. Bullshit.
Nice catch.
It's getting scary because these videos...
golf course that's young with no collar.
You don't know what's fake or not. and then it aims down.
You just don't know anymore.
Yeah, where's the other guy's footage?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think it's
fake nonsense?
It's a crock. I think it's.
You probably didn't realize, but that's also crocodile.
Oh, I was just.
Yeah, why is the voice robotic too? That's a good question. Just a shitty copy of his video, and where's the other guy's video?
How about the guy that beat the guy to death that was raping his wife that got arrested? Where do you stand on that?
I heard that was faked also.
No, I personally, I'm on the side of the guy who was beaten to death. He had every right to go up there and just take what he wanted. Of course, I'm happy the husband beat him to death.
Oh, I thought I was kidding. What do you think about the rapist?
Yeah. No, I'm glad. Good for the husband. He beat him to death with a fucking tire iron. Good.
Oh, is that what he used?
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's a tire iron in the house.
No. He got called. The guy fucking tried to break in, punches her in the face. This is her thing. And then he tries to rape her. I don't know how she gets to a phone, but maybe she dials her husband. She's like, this guy's whatever, get some help. Husband was a Lyft driver. And I guess he was close by. He comes by. I guess he comes up the elevator with a fucking tire iron.
Gave him a
and he
beating.
the guy comes out and he goes, what are you doing? And he says, look, it's 10 a.m. Jim Norton's Just for Left. Pre-sale is starting right now. Go to jfl.com.
That's right. What?
Yeah,
That's
that was what the rapist was saying. It was so weird. Passcode is on my Twitter. He had a tire iron from his car, and the guy is coming down the hallway. The husband gets off the elevator, and the wife goes, "That's him!" Like she's out her door. She goes, "Don't let him get away." And the fucking guy takes his belt off to fight the husband, and the husband fucking takes a tire iron and beats this guy to death. So it's like, did he use excessive force? Probably. But he was arrested.
His word against
and the wife,
dead guy,
and he was charged with manslaughter.
Convenient,
but now it was downgraded to assault. So nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, they
to this
dropped
guy.
the charges.
They should have
to assault,
released on his own recognizance by the judge.
Did the guy actually rape her, or was just trying
to? But he punched her in the face. He hit her with a chair. It was a violent assault.
But what did she do?
That's a great point. She did answer the door.
What started it? Yeah, she answered the door.
She thought
why is she smiling? Was her lipstick on? I mean, come on.
All these questions that we need to ask. Candy Graham. I think she thought it was her son or something.
Yeah, that's a horrible story. But
yeah, it's so great. He beat him with what a great thing to beat a rapist to death with. If your wife is being raped, the thing you want to beat someone to death is a tire iron. That's the best weapon.
What if then he just turned and started beating his wife right after that? Like, you think he's a hero?
Why would you
for
have a tire iron? I didn't know your tires got wrinkled.
And then put the tire iron in the dead rapist's hands and
beat himself.
And then
to
he's
death.
got a new life.
Back to the alligator. Snopes saying it's real.
It's a real gator. Wow, I was wrong. But is it a real gator? Is it?
I believe it's real, but is it real in that scenario? Is my question.
Yes.
Okay.
There's just nothing fun about faking that. Like,
hold on, go
something
down.
More should happen.
But it's a weird perspective. Like, if the guy was standing right next to it, it's not as big.
How weird is it? Go down a little bit. They were saying how big they estimated it's up to 16 feet long.
It just was a weird perspective. It looked like the guy who was filming it was walking in front of like a green screen because he was walking perfectly to the right.
Yeah, it's a golf course. You couldn't get a greener area. Jesus.
He's got a point.
They'd have to use a blue screen on this one.
Her emails are a huge problem. What happened there? Didn't we move on from that? What are they saying about this first, Eric?
That's pretty much it.
That was it?
Yeah, they said they see him all the time. Nobody bothers him, and he doesn't bother the golfers. He just walks around.
The alligator?
Yeah.
Oh, he's used to people?
Yeah.
Oh, there's another picture of him? Because that looks like a different...
That's a different photo that they took
that's what I mean,
before the video.
I would aim a golf ball right at that fucker.
That's what I was saying with the video.
It's a
Throw
park.
something at him so people know that if he turns, that
right, but then you're really risking him coming at you.
But then we'd know it's real.
but has anybody had no problems with this thing?
That's what they're saying.
People lost
Well,
legs.
didn't it get caught?
No, most of these golf courses in Florida also have like wildlife preserves built around them, so you can't touch any of the animals on the golf course.
There's a guy that
get that jealous husband in there. Fucking.
There's a guy recently. It was on. He's going to be indicted, whatever. Beat
Indicted was the right word, honey.
a pelican or something on a course with a club and killed it. Beat it to death recently.
Oh, now he's in trouble
So
for
what's he in
it?
trouble for? I thought the pelican's being indicted for interfering.
This is a family member of yours, Norton. You should be fucking sad.
What, the pelican?
Well, of course, the pelican. What else? Why would it be funny if it was the guy who beat him to death?
I know, but I don't understand why you're like.
Because he's saying I'm a pelican-necked idiot.
Face, you look like a turtle without a shell, not a pelican.
But either way, he was still implying that my face is pelican-ish.
Or birdie.
We called him a buzzard earlier.
Yeah, buzzard, yeah.
Oh, bird-like.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be funny if it was the guy who beat the thing to death. I'd be proud to have that man in my family.
Whenever Rich spots Jim, it's the big ear. Bird movie. Anyway.
Yeah, everyone knows that movie.
I guess not. Steve Martin, Jack Black, they're nobodies.
You want to see a
but I mean, who saw that movie?
Wilson.
No one saw that movie.
You want to see a great movie? You talk movie.
Let's do it.
Did you see Family Fang?
What?
It's so.
No, I've been called something
good.
similar.
It's so fucking good with Nicole Kidman, Jason Bateman, Christopher Walken. It's fucking
Family Fang.
Yes, the parents are performance artists, right there, and they make their kids growing up do these fucking performances. It's really fucking funny.
Well, when Rich...
you really sold that, man. God damn.
It's on where, can you see it on Netflix now?
He's up for a job as a movie reviewer on NPR. He's like very good at it.
How about we just play the trailer?
It's Okay, go ahead.
Let's play the trailer.
Let's see how
we
hilarious
relate
it
to it
is.
because I feel like we're doing that to Raina.
Let's see if it's funnier than Glen Beck.
Hey, Baxter. Where are you?
In the hospital. I got shot in the head.
What? You got shot in the head?
I almost got killed by a potato. And Mom and Dad are bringing me home to recuperate.
Tell them you can't go. Just stand up to them, Baxter.
When have I ever done that?
What's with the bandages? Did you see your brother's ear? We wanted to play along.
Caleb and Camille Fang are most known for creating improvised public events that incorporate their own children into the artwork.
Your family, they're famous.
Certain circles, I suppose.
Is it art or is it a joke? Is it profound or is it a prank?
Mommy, don't die. Mommy!
I'm telling you, it tastes just like maple syrup.
What is going on?
Do you think you'll ever do another piece with your parents?
No, I'm not a child anymore.
The Fangs, together again. That's how it should be. The Denver MCA wants me to create a new piece.
Annie, push the piece. I don't think this is a good idea.
Not a good idea.
You think we damaged you? You have kids, you're going to damage them. That's what parents do. So what? We don't need you.
This is Sheriff Hill. We have a serious situation here. The car that is registered to your parents was found at a rest stop. There were signs of a struggle and quite a bit of blood.
Solo performance.
You think they're dead?
We have to suspect foul play.
Our parents are probably hiding somewhere now, laughing themselves silly. And as soon as you say they're dead, they're going to pop up resurrected.
What are we doing? Huh?
We're going to search for them. And we're not going to stop until we find them.
Bad idea, tangling up family and art. Maybe you're free of that now.
Good cast.
We can't fix them. We can only fix ourselves.
Can we, though?
Yeah.
We're just watching TV. It looks good, though.
Yeah, but it
looks interesting.
We didn't have to see that much.
There's a lot of jokes in there.
I think.
Did you say it was funny?
It's fucking a great movie.
I didn't see any jokes, though.
There's
What's not that kind of funny?
There's two good movies that I saw this year, and they're not big, high, but that one and Michael Showalter's movie with Sally Field.
Hello, my name is Doris. Is very good.
Fucking good.
Yeah.
Those two movies are hands down the best ones I saw this year.
And that's based on that family that does those corporate videos. We've made fun of those over the years.
Jason Bateman's last movie that he directed was called Bad Words, and that was very entertaining. So I'd see anything he directs.
I'm a big fan of
it. Looks like it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I would definitely see that. Because I do a walk-in. I would definitely. I would fang.
It's like across the table, walking and dice.
Pretty good, yeah. I gotta eat the blood.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I do good. Why do whatever you want? I do impressions. I don't do them on stage because it's hacky.
Can you do accents?
Sure.
Are you good like an Indian accent?
Yeah. I don't want to go there. I'm driving taxi.
Why is it a robot Indian?
No,
the arms are moving robot-like.
That's where he gets his inspiration.
Yeah, impressions are too easy. I do them all the time. I just don't do them on stage.
Do Trump. He's on TV again.
You're fired.
What people don't know is that you transform, like your whole body.
I think like the character. I become the character. I wonder what the character would do in this situation.
Can you do Hillary Clinton?
I'm going to go to Washington.
I saw this girl at an open mic years ago. She was an impressionist, and she didn't do this to be funny, but it would have been just such a funny thing if she'd known, if she was in on the joke. But I guess she'd seen all these impressionists do, like, you know, what's the guy?
Jack Nicholson.
Jack
you hold your hair back to create the same hairline.
And, you know, the hacky, you know, impressions, but she did their mom because she's a woman.
Oh,
so I guess she didn't know how to do those impressions as a woman, so she did it as their mom. Like this is Jack Nicholson's mom.
Well, that could be funny if you make fun of it.
It would be hilarious if she knew, but she just was doing like she was
the same old impression, but
Nicholson's
she's a lady. So
people got to stop doing that one. That's fucking over.
Years ago, Brian Regan.
Hey, it looks like you got a hat there, Rich.
Spot on.
And I incorporate what's happening, like you know, within the room.
Right, you're not doing it by rote. You're like, you're improvising as you go.
Yeah.
In the character.
Hey, your shirt's all red. Looks like it came out of the elevator in the hotel.
So dumb.
You name them, I do them. I did it for years. In my first 4 years, I was doing a lot of impressions.
Do Robin Williams. No, the
day after. My pants aren't even coming down.
Can you do Marge Simpson?
Can you do your father as a Marine?
He's not famous. I only do celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were asking me to do Robert Duvall.
Ooh,
yeah.
Brian Regan used to do impressions of his neighbors. Or he goes, and he would do impressions. It was so funny because it made no sense. So he was doing that Dangerfields, and the host Steve Rizzo at the time walks on and goes, "Yeah, this guy's going to go far," right? Fucking Regan is Regan, and this guy does motivational speaking now. It's not a good story.
That's because there's so many impressions people wanted to hear, and you
left out the best part.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was going to say, can you do Regan? That's what I was leaving up.
You too.
You
too. Next time you find some work. Oxes. Regan's easy, man. It's not even a challenge, man.
How about Ray Romano?
Oh. Hey, Vino.
Okay. Do Tracy Morgan.
Oh. Yeah. You hear a horn?
Oh, my God.
Wow, that's quick. What about Bernie Sanders?
Oh, that was...
I don't know his...
You're doing it.
Oh, no, I'm... I curb what?
You really get in a character.
I become the person.
You're fantastic.
You know, think like him, I dress like him. I'm a savant with that impression stuff.
That's fucking... I'm amazed. I didn't know you did impressions.
I don't do them on stage. It's easy. It'd be like literally just taking fucking...
It's not a challenge anymore.
It's no challenge.
You just be a challenge. The rest of your act isn't.
The rest of your act is set the bar so high.
That is true. Talking about fucking taking dicks in every hole. All of a sudden I think I'm doing Woody Allen in the Secret. Never taste cum. Good night, folks.
So many. Forget it.
What?
Nothing.
Just get it out.
He just didn't have anything.
I know he didn't.
I didn't get it out in time.
No. Yeah, whoever you want. Sweet.
You're the one with the pocketbook.
Exactly. Put them in your Merce.
Put it in your Louis Vuitton.
It's a clutch.
It is a clutch. That's what I was. That was the word I was looking for earlier. Yes. Hey, what about that video before we leave from the Hasidic community? Remember with the garbage?
Oh, the guy. Yeah, I didn't see it. I is it good?
Well, you know, it's these guys. They're giving out tickets and they're going through like garbage bags on the curb to see if you were recycling or not.
People recycle?
Huh?
Sound to me like someone hasn't been recycling.
They put a
great walking.
The truth is that recycling is actually worse for the environment than just throwing away your trash.
Why?
Because you use more energy to recycle.
Oh.
I didn't want to recycle, so I Googled, is there any positive to not recycling? And guess what? A shitload comes up.
Perfect.
You can find anything you want.
Yeah, but isn't that, hold on, the energy used to recycle, wouldn't that also be used to, like, burn the garbage or no? Or to dispose of it or no?
No, because the garbage they just put into dumps.
Okay.
You know?
Well, look, we got a lot of ocean that we can put a lot more garbage out there.
I don't disagree. Space as well. Fuck the ocean. Fish have done nothing with it.
So it's only the size of Texas right now.
Space garbage.
What is?
The part of the ocean that has all the garbage in it.
Wait, I thought it was like 6 miles.
I heard the size of Texas, then I heard that's bullshit. And then you can't really find video of it at this, at this juncture. You would assume they would have great video of this.
They say this takes like 600 or 300 years to decompose a bottle. That's, the world has been around for billions. That's nothing.
Exactly. Who cares?
Nothing.
Let the fucking Earth deal with it.
Yeah. In L.A.
Here's a bottle of shit, Earth.
Oh, and they will.
Do you live in L.A., right?
Oh,
yeah.
In L.A., is the Daily Mofos big in L.A.?
I mean, that sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is.
Just you don't really know what it is?
What?
Daily Mofos?
Oh. You don't follow Daily Mofos?
Oh, I do. I know what the Daily Mofos is.
So
is it daily?
Tell me about it.
It's not daily.
It hasn't even been around in a long time.
I don't know why he always brings it up. I only know about it from
But
Rick.
you said it wrong. It's not daily. You actually confused me for half a second.
It updates itself, and then I forgot all about it. It hasn't been tweeted in a long time.
The funny mofos.
The funny
mofos.
Yeah, that comes out daily.
Yeah. Daily funny mofos.
I don't want to.
What is it? I think that went away.
The word
Rich.
funny.
It's not a thing anymore?
No, it went away.
It's
That's
like
why I'm bringing it up.
It was a site where you can make your own magazines. And then I had a stupid name for mine. And
what was wrong with that name? It's a good name. Tell me that.
And it updated every day, but I forgot all about it. And then I realized it's not.
Your name's all great.
It went away, not because I deleted it.
Why does that have to do with me living in L.A.? I mean, what's the segue?
He's just trying to seg into.
He's just trying to make fun of Opie, but he has to somehow figure out a way.
He has to mention.
Now all of a sudden you're defending Opie. First you're attacking Opie for attacking Rich.
Yeah,
you just want these men to fight.
I'm an independent.
You just want these guys to battle over you. I understand.
Just hand out tire irons. Let's go at it. Yeah.
Jim, why don't we go shopping sometime? Like the ladies.
Are you a good shopper?
No, not really. I do all online.
I need someone to help me pick out some furniture and stuff like that. Voss, are you good at that?
Yes.
And I don't mean from the, you're a recycler. You're good at that.
His taste is different
He's
than
not.
yours.
No. Please. He thinks he's so good at it. He's not.
Okay, thank you,
I'm
Bonnie.
not good at picking mates,
wives,
but I know.
It sounds like they have a cabinet that might look good in your place.
Yeah, that is true. You got anything? You got anything from General Custer?
What do you have? Yes. I mean, it's like.
No, I like
anything from
antiques.
George Washington?
Jesus.
No. But I like modern too. I like modern.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I like modern too. I like modern.
Uh-oh.
Shut your mouth.
Fuck yeah, boy! Someone stop defending her man. God damn!
I guess you did do your show 2 times this week.
I still have to do a fucking podcast with him.
Oh, we got a podcast. Maybe we'll do it at the funeral.
Oh.
You should. Back row. Well, she was old enough where people should be kind of happy.
Yeah, call it a podcasket.
When they're older, it becomes sort of a
cute.
celebration, especially in the back of the.
Thank you, Paul.
Doug is
back of the
so
room.
jealous of you for coming up with that.
The podcast?
Yeah.
Podcast. Shit, I should have heard.
Hey, young captain. There's a little Duvall. You mentioned him before. I figured I'd do a little
Thanks for
Bobby
finally
Day.
doing it.
No problem.
Let's play a little of this video before
Maybe
we
I can
get out
help.
of here. So you got these guys walking around seeing if you recycle, and then they hit. Oh boy, did they hit the wrong neighborhood! And the Jews came out. Borough Park.
Isn't it Borough?
Yes, Borough Park. Yeah, you're right.
Borough was my nickname in Ireland.
Like I said,
Officer, could you tell me why you're taking out garbage from people's houses in order to give
Bernie
tickets?
Sanders.
Could you tell me why, officer, are you giving out tickets?
You're not recycling properly.
Now, you took out garbage from resident's house, where I have a few witnesses behind you, that you took out garbage in order to give summonses. I want to know how you dare do something like that. I think you have a nerve to do something like this. You go to one resident to another in order to take out garbage because you want to give out summonses? You have some nerve. You better get out of here because this is going all over social media. You have some nerve to do it. That's a break to all the neighbors. Is that what you're doing? Are you a human person? Who do you think you are?
Are you a human
Could
person?
you do me a favor? Make sure that everybody in social media should know what you have done. We have witnesses on this black what you have done. I want to know if you want to continue doing this type of garbage.
That's Moses.
You are taking out garbage from people's bags in order to give out tickets? How dare you do that? I don't want to stop screaming. I want to continue screaming because you have everybody on the block upset that you have a nerve and you consider yourself an officer. Are you a human person? How dare you do this? All over social media, everybody's going to know who you are.
Oh, if this doesn't feed into anti-Semitism, if this doesn't...
It's the Yeshiva World News.
You would have gotten so much farther if you hadn't been yelling, because it does seem crazy that they're going through people's garbage.
When he first starts talking, it's like, what is this voice even? He sounds like the guy from Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the
it's
yelling,
Yeshiva World News.
switch.
They post all sorts of videos from their neighborhood, all the wrongs in their neighborhood.
Because they don't believe in recycling.
And
As a religious
New York
thing.
City law to recycle. Once the garbage is at the curb, it's public property. So then they could go through it and see if you're recycling.
Yeah,
Just
they
another
can't go-
excuse to fucking give out a
Sure,
dumb
but
ticket.
then again, how can they prove it's yours unless they saw you put it out?
Because you could have
It's in
envelopes
front of your house?
Oh, that's true.
with addresses
There's
on it.
sanitation
Maybe.
officers, so the sanitation department could be saying, hey, these blocks are not recycling. Nobody on these streets are putting out any recycling, so then they send them over there.
Send a message.
You're not answering my question, Iraq.
He was yelling. He was also kind of implying that they're going into their homes and taking their garbage.
Which is
Like he
not
kept saying,
what-
you're
Yeah,
going to a
like,
house
yes.
and taking.
But he wants to know why the garbage is not good.
Yeah, that's
a fair question.
That's how it started in Germany.
I might,
that's why.
I might pay the ticket to have someone come in and take my garbage out for me.
You
That
want
guy,
You're supposed to shut up with your podcast.
to see if we're recycling?
I want to know
We got
if you're a human person. Your hat is fuzzy.
Stop yelling. What should I do with these empty water bottles?
Put them wherever you want. I want to keep yelling. You're throwing them on the ground.
God, it's all over the mic.
Holy God, you spit all over.
Shut up, your red shirt upsetting the neighborhood.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, he recycles. He uses his towel.
They
over and over
recycle
again.
jokes for 25 years.
He does recycle his towel when he's wiping his ass.
He puts 4 quarters into his hiney.
He uses his underwear to clean off the sink. That's conserving paper towels.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh.
You're wearing another shirt that nobody can identify, Iraq.
Let's go home. Let's go home. Oh, wow. What a day.
Yeah. I have a
That was
pre-sale. Montreal Festival in Toronto is on sale now, and pre-sale. Sorry, the pre-sale code is first 42. Word first, number 42.
Are you guys doing your radio show in Montreal this year?
Well, probably not. We did Austin this year instead. They only get us out there like once a year. That's all they have budgeted.
Maybe we should do ours there.
Yeah, you should.
Would Sirius send us there to do our radio show?
Fuck no.
It's
I'm being honest.
But how
maybe they would. Maybe they would give
But
you.
also, isn't it next month?
It's coming up in July, right?
Montreal's probably booked.
July?
The festival's
but
all
to
booked.
do a radio show, you could do that.
You could add that in.
You can do it in the lobby.
Give it a try.
That's easy. Do it in the lobby or that big ass mall.
Yeah,
you can find a spot.
We would tape 2 shows there.
Well, talk to Don. He's here. We'd love to have you up there doing that for the channel.
We'd like you.
I'm super excited about it.
Don't put that smell! E-Rock farted?
No.
Who
farted?
Who
Whoever
farted?
over there just.
I would tell you in a
sticks over
second.
here.
I think
it was either Paul or E-Rock because they're looking at each other. They both have hard-ons.
It does smell. What the fuck?
when Jimmy
I'll
does
tell
it,
you.
Who did it? I
when
mean,
Jimmy
that's
does
a
yelling,
Doug.
when Jimmy does his yelling
Doug.
voice, it pushes some things out.
Yeah. No, if I
fear
wish it was my fart.
Oh, that's not yours.
No, I swear
know
to you.
Jimmy's.
I
That's
don't
you,
smell
you
anything.
son of a bitch.
It's not me.
Mine smell like fingernails.
It's not me.
I don't smell anything.
Wait, you said you had a pinch of loaf.
But no, I don't smell. It's not me.
That's not Jimmy's. I know Jimmy's by
If
now.
it was me, I
snuck
would've
by
lifted
his
up
loaf.
Like that.
That's true. I don't know whose that is.
Who's
Get off me.
Just rested my hand.
who farted for real?
Somebody did.
It's either Paul or E-Rock. I think
It's
it's Paul.
obviously not me.
It's Paul. He had eggs. I knew it was Paul because he had the shy Richie Cunningham smile.
It's awful.
One of these two over here wait till audio's playing and then they just blast so that you don't hear that they do it.
Who?
What is Rich or Jim?
No,
They've been doing it all morning.
Fuck.
I never care who smells my farts.
Jimmy doesn't care.
Yeah.
Unless they've got, how do I say this tastefully, tits in a cunt, then I care. Or tits in a cock, I'll take that too, obviously.
Wait, you don't like a lady to fart? Is that what you're saying?
Not unless it's on my
like
face.
a lady.
Leave on that, Rich. Just go. Just go.
Oh,
Don't
you
fucking
fuzzy.
ruin
I
it.
want to fucking comb your hat. I hate it.
Because there's nothing else.
All
All right, let's go.
Next Tuesday.
No, let's go ladies first. Bonnie, what do you got going on, Bonnie?
Next Tuesday at Village Underground, we're doing a live show.
What about your book? What your book
you can
on
get
it?
my book. You're
On
Better
tape.
Than Me on audible.com or amazon.com.
It's a great read.
Thank you.
It really is.
You read it, Rich?
Except 2 chapters.
Okay, great.
What 2 chapters?
The last 2.
They're about you?
No. I'm not even in the book.
That's why you won't read it.
Wait, he makes an appearance, a slight appearance.
At the very end.
Yeah, a little
he's-
bit.
Yeah.
To set up the
I'll
next.
get to. Oh, it's in the end.
There's a touch
I
of
definitely
Rich
read the last
Voss.
2.
Wait, you
Bonnie
still
likes
haven't
it.
read the book?
Except for 2 chapters.
Yes.
I read it on the road.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You're almost there.
When he's got the time.
Yeah.
God, that was 10 books ago, Bonnie.
You know what? I allow it.
All right.
You know, it's just, it is, he is who he is.
But he's getting there.
I don't care anymore. It's done.
I'm going to read the last 2. She's never listened to my last CD.
All right. But she's seen
Is that
the
true?
material.
Yeah, she already knew everything that was on.
I already knew everything in the book. I already knew everything in the book.
Wow.
I already knew everything in the book. What?
All right.
But you don't know how she worded it in the book. Like, she says everything in an
Hey, what are you, a
interesting,
double
clever
agent?
way.
What the fuck? Everybody here is a double agent today.
We're all just trying to be honest.
Maybe we shouldn't. We're all just trying to become better people.
I haven't read it,
you
and
ever
I should
smoked
have.
crack?
I don't
should
smoke
have read
crack,
it.
but I use it as a reference.
You ever smoke crack, Doug
Never
Benson?
tried
Why
anything
not?
but occasional mushroom
City.
or ecstasy. That's about it.
What about
Coke?
a
You do
little,
coke?
a little angel
Nothing
dust?
else.
Little angel
Never
dust in
angel
your
dust.
marijuana.
Smoke cheebs.
Never.
Do you think the pot smoking you smoke? I'm just asking. Do you think it hampers your creativity in any way, or?
I don't think it does, but Sanjay Gupta has made it pretty clear on a CNN special that I watched that kids shouldn't. I didn't start till I was 28, so I dodged a bullet because now we know
So you've been doing it for 40 years
that, like,
now.
the part of your brain that it can affect if you smoke before you're 16, it could hurt you. And they're even saying now maybe 24
I was
is
so
when
zooted.
people should wait till.
Wait, it's a whole different thing if you start at 24, 28 years old for real, or are you trying to find some excuse for yourself?
No, I'm saying it worked out great for me, but but that's just how they're saying is that the brain really needs to finish developing before you fuck with weed. That's what they're saying. I don't,
Would you rather smoke pot or do those edibles?
Do cheebs.
I like it all, but the edibles are mostly for in situations where I can't smoke.
Yeah, fucking eating dope and stuff.
Like I take one before I come in here.
Fuck yeah.
It's too much of a hassle to go outside and smoke.
I like pot coolers.
Yeah, you got to be some kind of like fucking high.
A lot of times when I do this show, I leave an apple that I smoked on the way over in the bushes, and I grab it on my way out.
Wacky tobacco, we used to call it.
You made a pipe out of an apple?
You can make an apple into a pipe. I always have apples in hotels.
Yeah, I saw him do that at Doug Love's Movie.
One bite, all the evidence is gone.
When did the edible kick in today? What were we talking about? An hour ago? Do you remember?
I was up pretty early, actually, so I've been pretty high the whole time.
But why don't you bring it up a notch and start smoking coke? It'll expand your audience.
How about Pepsi?
I don't think it would. I don't know if that's a selling point.
Is that what I said?
I don't know.
Come see the cocaine comedian. But yeah, I've been told I should have more energy on stage.
It would be such a different podcast if you were coked up.
You should do
it's bad enough. I'm hyper enough when
What
I'm
is
just
all the
high
president's
doing it.
men? No, it's fucking stupid. That's wrong.
You scream at everybody. You should do one and really blow their minds.
People thought I was very patient with Judy Gold, so I was proud to get through that episode without yelling
you had
at her.
On?
Oh, yeah.
You know what's good about Judy? She knows when to pause.
No, dude, she talks way too much.
Who else needs a plug? Doug Love's
Love
movies.
her, though. Maybe she'll be on the next one. It's Doug Love's Movies is back at the Gramercy Theater in New York on August 7th.
Great.
That's on sale now, and DougLovesMovies.com for all my dates.
Okay.
August 7th, I'm open.
Voss would be hilarious on Doug Love's Movies.
Yeah, I think he would. Are you bad at movie trivia, though? Like, do you retain that kind of stuff?
No, he's good.
I fucking love movies.
Yeah, that's great.
But even if he's,
Okay.
I didn't get one question right, but he just kept throwing lines out. It'd be funny.
Right, yeah. Jim was hilarious when it was his
I
turn
knew
to
no answers.
answer. He'd say something
I almost
funny
won.
instead.
If I knew I didn't have an answer, I just threw out a good one.
Yeah.
Like he said something, like one of the questions was, name a Walter Matthau movie, and I said, like, I don't know, Cranky Men?
You had to be there, Richie. The crowd went crazy.
Or The Loving Couple.
Doug, I was good on it, right?
Yeah, you were on the annual 12 Guests of Christmas episode where I get 12 people on stage.
Wow. So
And
you
they
have some
all
seats
won't
to
shut
fill.
the fuck up. And
what happened?
it's crazy. They all won't shut up. And how you got down to the
I
final
always think
2 or
this is
3.
the thing that I get mixed up when I do stuff with you is I always think like my job is to be funny, and then you remind me like, no, your job is just to sit there and wait till Twitter followers roll in.
What?
That's
what I said.
Why don't you?
No, he just summed it up
but
with
you're
Jimmy.
always telling everyone
when
to shut up.
he doesn't know the answer, and he says something funny, but he says it when spoken to, like he takes his turn.
I didn't know there was rules.
Well, why don't you?
I chime in a little, but
but you know what I mean. It's not that show the other night wasn't people talking over each other.
not
the
a
whole
free
time.
for all.
Yeah,
Doug, why don't you like Andy Kindler? What do you have against him?
Well, I'll tell you. Hey, wait a second. I'm jealous that he's like his pictures are in the background and scenes in Maria Bamford's new show, Lady Dynamite.
It's so good.
Because she has a
genius.
shitty manager, and so that manager also represents Andy Kindler. And he's got his picture all over his office, and his name's Bruce. Yeah, it's very true to life.
Is the show good?
Oh, it's so good.
I can't wait.
It's, like,
it's really crazy.
It's maddening how good it is.
Dude,
it's on so many levels. And
I was at Moon Tower with a bunch of these guys, and I saw that she was performing at the theater, and I'm like, holy fuck! I was the only one that gave a shit.
You didn't go
Wait,
see
Paul
her?
went.
She's
I
great.
went. Of course I went.
Yeah,
she's
amazing.
She's amazing.
She's brilliant.
She's nuts.
There's not a lot of comics
and funny
on radio that you listen to. Hands down, when she comes on,
We had her on, right? No, we didn't.
You never had her.
She only does
so
NPR.
She wouldn't come on this show.
Why?
Because of you.
Just stand up.
I just started listening to her.
What kind of comic will go on comic radio? I don't get it.
She's just.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
She's a strange bird.
Yeah, I hear she's hilarious.
She's
But
great.
I just started with listening to her on NPR's Terry Gross's show. Just started. I'm
Two
about
of my
20 minutes
favorite
in.
comics are females,
She's fucking funny, man.
and one's
the other one?
one's not in the room. No, three.
No, it would have been funny for you to say a different name. It would have been funny to be like Maria Bamford and then
And
Sarah
Janine,
Silverman.
and Janine Garofalo.
Yeah.
Who are they?
They're my favorite.
Okay.
He said the two of my favorite comedians are women.
Yeah.
Wait, Janine's really one of your favorites?
I fucking love her.
This just said that so someone would say, really? She's one of your favorites? And you'd have something interesting to say.
When we saw her at Gotham one night.
Not interested.
I fucking love a comic that just doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Can anybody hear that?
Can we go home now? I'm starving.
No,
you gotta wipe your ass with your.
I gotta fucking get to the funeral home.
Oh my God, that's part of the bit.
Did you just give away some of your bit?
Take that dump at the funeral home.
No, I'm going to do it now before I leave.
Okay.
Look at this little. That's cute.
Aw.
Is agave?
He's putting his blueberries in.
Is agave good for you, or is it all bullshit?
What is it?
Tequila,
it is, right?
What is it?
It's sugar.
What about stevia or tibia, whatever it's called?
I don't fuck with any of that.
All that shit's
stevia.
bad.
Well, that has no.
I don't fuck with it.
It's from a plant.
Stevia
So
sounds
what?
like someone Jim would date. A little bit male, a little bit female. Stevia.
Any impressions to close out the show?
Yeah, let's do
last
one,
opportunity.
10. We need a really good one, 10.
What?
An impression for
June 7th,
for the
folks.
kid.
Village Underground. Comedy shop this weekend.
How about
Do some Bill Clinton.
Comedy shop.
Can you do?
That's a good one.
Let's do Clinton.
Yo, to vote for my wife.
I take it back.
First lady man.
Lady man.
First lady.
Do Nixon.
First man.
Nixon?
Yeah.
I'm 9 past. I'm not the president.
You could be like the presidential.
Whoever you want.
You can do all the presidents. Do this little Taft. Do some Taft for us.
I didn't know Taft's voice.
Oh, well.
Do the one in the
Stop her.
wheelchair.
Oh, FDR. Right?
Yeah. And then do Teddy after that.
Okay, I'll do FDR. My feet itch, allegedly.
Do Kennedy.
Oh, that's
good.
Ouch!
And ouch again.
Ouch again. Yeah, a bunch of ouches.
A lot of ouches.
Now, under JFK.
Go ahead.
Hey, ask not about what your country can do, but you can do for your country. Yeah. Yeah. I got him.
You do. You nailed it.
How about your hero, Ozzy Osbourne?
I don't really want to talk to Jim Norton.
Did he have a real affair, or I saw things that said he had an emotional affair?
Oh, get out!
I'm sure it was more
7 of them last week.
Well, yeah, I know.
No, I'm guessing it was real.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to dial it back a little bit.
Who would leave their husband for an emotional affair? It's so weird.
Maybe she's not going to leave him. Let's hope not. I don't want to
It's
see.
too late. What's she going to do?
He's already gotten away with stuff over the years, I'm sure.
It seems
He's
weird
been a
at a
very
certain
naughty
point.
boy.
You just go, well, that's that.
Do Sharon and Ozzy talking to each other?
What the hell were you thinking? I don't know.
All right. Thanks for having us on.
Thank you, guys. Bonnie McFarlane, Rich Voss, and Doug Benson. Thanks. See you tomorrow.